All right, what is our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day. Alabama fugitive who fed meth to pet attack squirrel named D's Nuts arrested after car chase. Wait, is this real?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What?
There's a lot
What?
to break down here.
There's a lot to break down here. What?
I think this is real. It's from USA Today.
Okay.
So an Alabama man who denied feeding methamphetamine to a so-called attack squirrel he considered a pet has been arrested on new charges. The Limestone County Sheriff's Office tweeted that 35-year-old Mickey Polk was caught Thursday night following a chase in which he rammed an investigator's vehicle. Authorities had been seeking Polk on multiple felony warrants unrelated to the squirrel he named D's Nuts.
What? Unrelated to the squirrel.
Yep. Unrelated to the squirrel
was
named
just tacked on.
Yep.
D's Nuts was
named
tacked
D's Nuts. Which was made infamous after police said they were warned about meth-fueled squirrel that had been trained to attack.
Of course, there's a meth-fueled squirrel.
This is like that one story that ended up being fake, but it's real.
Yeah, no, the other story was real too.
Oh, wait, was it? I thought that was fake.
Yes, we were like, this can't be real, and it turned out it was.
Huh. Well, this
I have
guy's...
so many questions. Are squirrels easily trainable to attack people?
I don't know. Polk told the Associated Press last week that he was working on a plan for turning himself into authorities. The sheriff's office said narcotics investigation caught up with him.
Time out. Can I tell you, until you got to the complete sentence, I thought you were going to say, Polk told the Associated Press he was working on a plan to turn himself into, I thought you were going to say a squirrel. I thought you were going to be like, we're going to plan to turn himself into a squirrel. And I was like, of course.
They thought it was a
makes
meth
perfect
lab,
sense.
but he was actually trying to figure out how to change into a squirrel. I finally concocted the ultimate squirrel potion.
I thought he was going to become a squirrel. I was like, well, of course. I was ready for you to say it. I was convinced it was going to happen. I was like, yeah, it makes sense. He has all these squirrel friends. Of course he's going to work on being a squirrel.
That would have made too much sense.
Yeah, that would have made too much sense.
The sheriff's office said narcotics investigators caught up with him while surveying a motel in Killen. They spotted Polk leaving on a stolen motorcycle and chased him down. Then
This
there's
dude, time out. This dude has multiple warrants for his arrest. He's associated with crystal meth. He stole a motorcycle. He raises squirrels to attack people. Did this happen in Florida?
no Alabama.
Oh my God.
Alabama,
What is
man.
more Florida than Alabama?
That's very
Florida
true.
man and Bama boy together again. I love it. Bama boy.
And apparently the squirrel, D's Nuts, authorities say couldn't be tested for meth and has been released.
You know, my favorite part of this story is knowing that once he got outside, I see it as clear as day. They're like trying to test the squirrel for meth, and like, we don't know how to do it. It's just a squirrel. And then they let the squirrel go, and the detective sitting there sipping his coffee, and it's slowly, just like in The Usual Suspects, he drops the coffee mug when he realizes, and the squirrel, you see it outside like eating a nut, like pretending to be a squirrel, and then it drops the nut and slowly walks away. And the guy's like, no, he was the real mastermind, no. I see it happening. I see that squirrel being the real mastermind.
Oh, this story's got a lot more details. Hold on. Let's see. So they kept the attack squirrel. He's keeping it caged inside his home. Reynolds, 37, was taken into custody, charged with possession of controlled substance, possessions of drug paraphernalia, loitering at a known drug house, and was later released from the jail on a $4,000 bond. Apparently, it's also illegal to own a pet squirrel. The squirrel was released into a wooded area on the advice of game and fish wardens. It ran into the woods and did not attack the deputies who released it. Huh.
What the?
You know, you always think that there's nothing crazy going on, but there's some crazy shit going on.
There is. Yeah. No, there's definitely crazy
Someone's
shit.
trying to train meth squirrels.
I mean, if he wasn't going to do it, someone else would.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. What is our big news story of the day?
A Florida man is arrested on charges of burglary of dwelling after he rode a horse to break into a home.
Wait, what?
Florida, he rode a horse to break into a home.
No, I get that part, but what was the first part?
A Florida man is arrested on charges of burglary of a dwelling after he rode a horse to break into a home.
Can I tell you something?
All right.
When you have to describe a house as a dwelling, I get a picture in my head, and it's not very homely. It's not like
No.
It's not something I would consider a very,
You might say we dwell here.
When you say dwelling, yeah, I very much picture like the place Yoda lives.
Yeah. Welcome to my dwelling.
My dwelling, yes. And so, I mean, I figure if any place was going to have a horse that could ride into it, a dwelling seems well suited. That's all I'm gonna say. If I expected a horse to show up anywhere, it would be a dwelling.
It gets better. Lonnie Maddox, 52, nicknamed the Rooster, and his horse named Angel were seen on security footage wandering. They were wandering through the Newport Richie.
No way! No way!
No way. His arch rival, the Rooster, the Newport Richie's rival. I knew there was a connection.
No way, Newport Richie! What is he doing there? Oh my God!
He's got to be looking for him. Footage.
Of course, Newport Richie lives in a dwelling. That makes perfect sense.
It's all adding up now. Footage showed Maddox opening a screen porch and attempting to get into the padlocked front door. He eventually gave up and tried entering through the back window, breaking it and causing $100 worth of damage. Soon after, Ferguson noticed Maddox on his security camera, called the local sheriff's office. Before officers arrived at the property, the horse wandered away and was separated.
The horse knew when to get out of there. The horse was like, I ain't going to jail for you.
Who takes a getaway horse to a robbery? Ferguson told the Tampa Times. When officers arrived on the scene, Maddox walked toward them and asked if they had seen a horse. The deputies subsequently interrogated Maddox, where they wrote in their report that his priority was finding Angel. "It's mine, the horse. I've been trying to get it," Maddox told the officers. Angel was discovered 2 miles away from the scene of the crime in Newport Richie.
Oh my God! Oh my God! So Newport Richie stole Angel. Angel ran off with Newport Richie after Angel's previous, I'm gonna say lover, Rooster tried to rob a place, and Angel was like, "I don't have time for this Rooster," and he's like, "You're gonna come with me, Angel. We're gonna rob this guy." And she's like, "No, my new boyfriend, Newport Richie. I'm going with him, and I'm leaving you alone forever." He's like, "Don't do this to me, Angel. You know I'm just one big score away from getting us to Malibu." And she's like, "No, I can't do this no more." She ran off with Newport Richie.
Damn. Well, police say the horse was returned to its owner, who was not Maddox. During that time, police talked with some of the neighbors and fed Angel some animal crackers.
The horse wasn't his horse to begin with?
No. He stole it.
You know what? Who can really own a horse? Really?
That's true. And then the end of it, the horse got animal crackers. They fed it animal crackers that were in the squad car.
That is my favorite detail of this story. Because they're just like, someone's got to feed this horse. All right, what do we got? I got animal crackers. And one guy's like, "Is that considered cannibalism?" They all had to laugh at the end. Credits roll.
Man, that was a great sequel to the Newport Richie movie.
Yeah, that was a great Newport Richie story. Yep.
Can't wait for the trilogy.
Newport Richie fights ring-wearing golem. That'll be it. His ring was made of crack cocaine. Yeah, it'll be great. All right, what is our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day. Here's one. Brazilian gang leader dresses up as his daughter to escape jail but fails.
All right, yeah, okay, here we go. Hit me. I need to know how he thought this was going to work.
All right, well, first off, here's the disguise.
Just... All right, I mean, if his daughter's made of plastic, then yes, it would have worked.
A Brazilian gang leader tried to escape from prison by dressing up as his daughter when she visited him behind bars and walking out of the penitentiary's main door. But prison officials said the nervousness displayed by Clavino da Silva, also known as Shorty, as he tried to leave the prison in the western part of Rio de Janeiro dressed as a woman, gave him away. His plan was apparently to leave his 19-year-old daughter inside jail. Police are looking into her possible role as an accomplice in the failed escape. Rio State Secretary of Prison Administration released photos showing Da Silva in a silicone girl's mask and a long dark wig, wearing tight jeans and a pink shirt with a cartoon image of donuts.
It is like a Mickey Mouse donut, by the way. The shirt is Mickey Mouse donuts with Mickey Mouse gloves making a heart sign. I would have fallen for this. I would have been like, well, you know, he got me.
Authorities say Da Silva was part of a leadership of Red Command, one of the most powerful criminal groups in Brazil that controlled drug trafficking in a large part of Rio. After the failed escape bid, Da Silva was transferred to a unit of maximum security and will face disciplinary sanctions.
A unit of maximum security.
So his plan failed.
Now I know you're usually the news master.
All right.
Because I went to Australia, I feel like I owe you some Australia news.
All right.
Stephen Frank Steele, teen accused of robbing 7-Eleven with chainsaw, allegedly wore flower pot on his head. What a pothead. That's how this starts.
Classic.
What a pothead. An Australian teenager has been arrested for robbing a 7-Eleven gas station with a chainsaw while wearing a flower pot on his head. Stephen Frank Steele of Ipswich, Queensland, was arrested Monday morning after cops responded to a call from employees terrified by a man brandishing a chainsaw. The suspect, identified by police as Steele, wore a flower pot over his head in an attempt to conceal his identity. Steele allegedly lunged at the employees and damaged a window and several display racks with his power tool. He also flashed his buttocks. He allegedly stole a single bottle of soda before making the escape. Police say Steele damaged a parked car while leaving the crime scene. Steele was arrested a short time later after police saw him walking down the street. The chainsaw was found in a bush near the service station. Steele's been charged with multiple crimes, including 1 count of armed robbery, 2 counts of willful damage, and 1 count of public nuisance. Investigators say Steele was drunk and on a late-night rampage.
All that for soda.
All that for soda.
Soda.
And then the article goes on to mention other people in the area who have used chainsaws to scare people. Yeah, that's the thing that happens, I guess.
Classic.
So there you go. Now you know. So Australia, they're not so different from us.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, Crendor.
Yeah.
Normally, I'd ask you what our big news story of the day is.
Yeah.
But this week, I was emailed by everyone on planet Earth this article. And I feel like this continues our adventure. I think it's this one right here. There you go.
All right.
Nicolas Cage on his legacy, his philosophy of acting, and his metaphorical and literal search for the Holy Grail.
The photo they use for him is like the craziest photo. I think it was taken on the set of Mandy. It looks insane. And I love that that's the way we're celebrating Nick Cage.
Yeah. There are questions I've wanted to ask Nick Cage for years. A lot of questions. I want to know why this divisive, mercurial actor has waged a career-long one-man war against naturalism, refusing to let said ideas about how people might behave in real life dictate his performances. I want to know why Cage, Hollywood's greatest surrealist, whose personal and creative unpredictability has led him to attain near mythological status in certain corners of the internet, acts in so many movies, 20 in the last 2 years, and why so few of them make mainstream ripples. His most recent release, the straightforwardly titled thriller A Score to Settle. But mostly I want to know the method behind...
Add to the list of stuff we have to watch.
Yes. The method behind the seeming madness that informs so many of his performances.
So if you go down, because this is a huge, huge
this
article.
goes. Whew.
If you go down, you can see the questions that are asked of him, and I think we can choose some of those questions.
All right.
To answer.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see. What are some good questions they ask? What were you primal screaming about? I have to be careful about what I can divulge. There was a recent breakup. I don't really want to talk about it. I was pretty upset about that and the way things happened. To answer your question, earlier in my career, I was very specific in my concept of who I wanted to be. I saw myself as a surrealist. This is going to sound pretentious, but I was, quote, trying to invent my own mythology, unquote, around myself.
Of course he'd say that about himself.
Oh my god. This might sound pretentious, because it is.
Quote, unquote.
Yeah. Has the mythology... Okay, this is another question. Has the mythology shaped the perception of your work? I mean, you went on Letterman and talked about your pet cobras wanting to kill you and about getting high on mushrooms with your cat. You were clearly trying to project a certain image. He says, I know what you're asking, and it's a good question. But let me say one thing. I'm completely anti-drug. I don't do drugs. I don't drink when I work. Sometimes in between movies I'll have some drinks, but not always. I make so many characters and I go so internal with them that sometimes when I'm not filming, wine or champagne is like an eraser to a chalkboard. You can erase the character and make a clean slate so you can start making a new character. I hope that makes sense.
Still doesn't explain the cobras or the mushrooms or the cat at all.
Yeah.
He just, okay.
He's like...
Continue.
Like how he's like, I did mushrooms, but I'm very anti-drug. So he said, yeah, it does. And he said, okay, so those stories you mentioned, those are true stories. I did have 2 king cobras, and they were not happy. They would try to... He said...
At least he did. They were not happy. At least he admits it.
It gets crazier. They would try to hypnotize me by showing me their backs, and then they'd lunge at me. After I told that story on Letterman, the neighborhood wasn't too pleased that I had cobras, so I had them rehomed in a zoo. The cat, a friend of mine, gave me this bag of mushrooms, and my cat would go in my refrigerator and grab it, almost like he knew what it was. He loved it. Then I started going, I guess I'll do it. It was a peaceful and beautiful experience, but I subsequently threw them out.
I like how his cat was like, we don't do these, I'm going to do them.
And he's like, fine, all right, I'll do them.
All right, jeez, okay.
Maybe they hypnotized the cat.
I love this. Have animals ever influenced your acting? The cobras, definitely. They try to hypnotize you going side to side. And when I did Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance, that's something my character does before he attacks. Animals are fun places to get inspiration.
Oh my god.
I like this. So he's talking about performances that he does. Talking about how he vibrates different frequencies in order to get different performances. And they bring up a movie that we've seen called Rage, which originally was called Tokarev.
Huh.
Sure. But anyway, the interviewer goes, there's a confrontation in that movie between your character and an informant where you scream, "You talked!" But you hold the scream on the word talked for about 5% longer than feels normal within the context of an otherwise down the middle movie. And then he replies, I was sustaining a vocal sound there because I was trying to play it with Stockhausen and mess up the EQ of my vocal. And then they have a thing included that says, Stockhausen, the mystically inclined avant-garde German composer who is known for his pioneering work in dissonance and electronics. So what you're telling me is that in Nick Cage's performance, rather than being a crazy person, he's really sitting there and being like, I will certainly try this new form of acting and attempt to create a Stockhausen effect that will entice the audience.
I think he's crazy. Now, there's another thing with him talking about shamanic acting. Shamanic acting. He said, I put this line in Mandy. The psychotic drowns where the mystic swims. You either have the proclivity to open up your imagination or you don't. If you have that propensity and you are on camera about to do a scene, what would make you believe in what you're about to do? Say you're playing a demon biker with an ancient spirit. What power objects could you find that might trick your imagination? Would you find an antique from an ancient pyramid? Maybe a little sarcophagus that's greenish color and looks like King Tut? Would you sew that into your jacket and know that it's right next to you when the director says action? Could you open yourself to that power? Then they said, those aren't rhetorical questions, are they? And he said, right, I did that.
I love that they were like, you're actually talking about real stuff. You've done this. He's like, yep, I did it. I like the follow-up is, I would hope there are ways of teaching nouveau shamanic acting that didn't involve acquiring ancient artifacts. He's like, true, there are other ways. What about a poem you like? You could take that poem and write it out by hand on paper, then fold it up, put it in your pocket. Sure.
I said, did being a young man who is insecure about money color your attitude about buying things and what success looks like? He said, you have good investments and bad investments. The good investments came from personal interest and my honest enjoyment of the history. For example, Action Comics #1. I bought that for $150,000. Then it was stolen. I got it back and I sold it for $2 million. But that was a good thing to have because I had an interest that was sincere. The funny thing is my real estate buying spree was what the real problem was. It wasn't like these other things like shrunken heads that the media like to talk about. Then they said, or the dinosaur skull. And he said, or an octopus. What is an octopus? $80? You're not going to go into dire straits buying an octopus. The dinosaur skull was an unfortunate thing because I did spend $276,000 on that. I bought it at a legitimate auction and found out it was abducted from Mongolia illegally, and then I had to give it back. Of course, it should be awarded to its country of origin, but who knew? Plus, I never got my money back, so that stank. But I went years where all I was doing was meditating 3 times a day and reading books on philosophy, not drinking whatsoever. That was the time when I almost went on, you might call it, a grail quest. I started following mythology, and I was finding properties that aligned with that. It was almost like National Treasure. Of course, that didn't sustain. On top of which, I said I'm going to get off philosophy, because I became like a kite with a string, but no anchor. No one could understand what I was talking about, and I thought people would rather see me as an organtuan than as an
orangutan?
eagle.
Orangutan?
Orangutan.
What word did you say? Organtuan?
Organtuan.
Rather see me as an organtuan.
An organtuan. An gargantuan orangutan than as an eagle meditating on the mountaintop anyway.
What did you mean when you said you're on a grail quest and finding properties that align with that? One thing would lead to another. It's like when you build a library. You read a book, and in there's a reference to another book. When you build a library, what? It's like when you build a library. You read a book, and in there's a reference to another book. Then you buy that book, and then you get attached to references. For me, I don't think I means like collects books.
Yeah.
Okay. For me, it was all about where was the grail? Was it here? Was it there? Is it in Glastonbury? Does it exist? Oh, okay. I thought you were being metaphorical about going on a grail quest. Yeah, if you go to Glastonbury and go to the Chalice Well, there's a spring that does taste like blood. I guess it's really because there's a lot of iron in the water. But legend had it that place was the Grail Chalice. Or 2 cruets, rather. One of blood, one of sweat. But that led there to being talk about people that come to Rhode Island. And they were looking for something there as well. That's why you bought property in Rhode Island? I don't know if I'm going to say that's why I bought property in Rhode Island. But I will say it's why I went to Rhode Island. And I happened to find a beautiful place. I love that it's like, F it, I'm going to go try to find the Holy Grail.
I know. In real life, they said, have you ever done therapy? I haven't been in any kind of analysis for at least 20 years. The times that I've done it, there were some benefits. It's kind of like writing in a diary. You get things out. However, inevitably, there was a point where I'd look at the person and I'd start to go, why am I talking to you? I'm more interesting than you. Then I'd get up and walk out, so I'd stop going.
Unreal.
Yep.
How do you think your life's work will be remembered? I think time is a friend. Many of my movies that were mocked are enjoying a renaissance, so I'm hopeful that time will be on my side.
It's pretty much
Didn't answer a question. Didn't talk about him as a person, only his movies. He just said a thing, and I think after that took off, flew away, flapped his wings, and flew off.
I like how he says his movies are enjoying a renaissance. Like this is a golden age of Nick Cage movies. When really it's just he's a meme.
Oh.
But
Yep, it's a renaissance. And then they talk about his pyramid in New Orleans, where they're going to bury him.
of course.
Of course. Nick Cage, my genuine hero. Alrighty. Crendor, what is our big news story of the day?
All right. You want to know the big news story of the day?
I do. I'm assuming you're looking it up right now.
Why would you assume that I wouldn't have a news story ready for this show? Are you kidding
Well,
me?
usually when you answer me with the thing I just asked you, it's because you're stalling for time.
I would never do that.
Are you still
I would
stalling?
never do that.
Are you still stalling for time?
You think I'm stalling for time right now?
Maybe
Looking
I
through
do.
Twitter and through
No,
my mentions?
why are you getting your news off of Twitter?
You think I go to Twitter for my news? You don't
Maybe?
even know.
I don't know. Now I do.
Know. You don't even know. But if I did, I found a story.
Okay.
So we've got a Florida woman story.
Oh my
today.
God. All right, Florida woman.
Florida woman sentenced after pulling alligator from her pants during traffic stop.
Whoa. What?
Yep. This Florida woman pulled an alligator from her pants at a traffic stop.
Wait.
Yes.
I don't. Okay, I just need. Give me the details. If there are details to this story, I need to know what they are.
All right. So, a Florida woman who pulled an alligator out of her yoga pants during a traffic stop pleaded
Her
guilty.
yoga. So that was a tight ass. That wasn't like sweatpants.
Yeah.
That was tight ass pants.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me. Here's
That was
her
like booty
and the
shaping
alligator.
pants.
There you go.
Oh my God. My favorite part is you know how you know how animated movies now there's always the one character who has that sort of like shitty smirk.
Yeah.
That's kind of what she has.
Yeah.
She looks like that poop in the Emoji Movie. She has
looks
that like yeah.
half her face is kind of like she's gonna go crazy, and the other half is like she just lacks emotion. It's
I mean,
a very
you are right. There is,
kinda like
there's like a
Two-Face.
straight line. There's like a definite delineation mark where one side of her, she's like, what am I doing here? And the other side's like, I'm up to no good. Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
And then there's a little baby alligator that
He's
came
just
out of
doing
her
his thing.
pants. I don't know why or how that happened, but okay. Hit me.
So, and then she had it in yoga pants. Like that's
what I'm
probably like
saying,
showing
like-
through.
I know. Why was it there? Did she decide to hide the alligator there when the cops pulled her over?
I don't know.
And was she pulled over for having the alligator in her pants? Was she driving erratically? Was she's like, there's an alligator in my pants?
Well-
what's the story?
Let's see. Legally possessing wild animals and was sentenced to probation. Ariel McConley Quire was in the passenger seat of a car pulled over in May for running a stop sign. The Charlotte County Sheriff's Office said
Oh,
at
she
the
wasn't even
time.
driving.
No.
What the? Okay.
McConley Quire, along with 22-year-old driver Michael Clemens, initially claimed they were trying to collect snakes and frogs from underneath an overpass. The deputy was given permission to search the bags in the trunk and subsequently found 41 three-striped turtles in a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle backpack. When the
What?
deputy
Wait, why are they under a bridge collecting 40-some turtles?
and putting him in a Ninja Turtle backpack,
I mean, that's kind of funny. I accept
that
that.
is kind of funny.
But what is the purpose? Are they going to eat them?
I don't know if they're gonna
Why are
eat
they
them or
doing
sell
this?
them or what they're doing.
I know there's so much to this story that doesn't make. Maybe I'm just not Southern Florida enough for this. Like maybe if I was in Florida, I was like, my turtles are good eating. Like maybe I just don't get it.
Gotta have turtle stew.
But 40 turtles? All right. You keep going. I'm gonna look up how many
All right.
turtles it's need for turtle stew.
When the deputy asked if the pair had anything else, she said, she pulled out a 1-foot alligator from her pants.
What the hell?
She was then charged with possessing an American alligator, possessing more than one turtle per day. transporting more than one turtle or turtle eggs, and one count of possessing a soft shell turtle. She was sentenced Wednesday to 6 months probation, 200 hours of community service, and was ordered to donate $500 to the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Committee, the agency that took over the case following the deputy's discovery, the paper reported.
Oh my God. So some backstory on why you're only allowed to have one turtle. So there's an article in Slate from 2016 called "Why Don't People Eat Turtle Soup Anymore?" Apparently, the answer is because we ate too much of it.
Oh my God.
Turtles, basically there isn't enough turtles left to eat. So we would go through so many turtles that we now, if you ate, there was a point where if you ate one in the United States, you'd be committing a felony.
Oh my God. That shit cray. I didn't know it was like
Turtles
that.
are one of the most imperiled groups of animals on the planet?
What?
Not a tortoise. Yeah, weird. By harvesting too many for food, played a key role in driving down turtle population in this country and across the world. In fact, the market for turtle soup was so intensive in the United States that many of our turtle populations are still recovering from trapping and harvesting that occurred decades ago. So as turtles disappeared, so did turtle soup.
Huh.
Wow.
Turtles are good guys. I like turtles.
Turtles? Yeah, they're party dudes.
Yeah, in a half shell.
That's crazy. Wow.
Well, today we learn.
I learned a lot. I learned a lot about turtles and why it's bad that she had. Wait, hold on. Wait.
Okay.
Why are we talking about the turtles when there was an alligator in her pants? We got sidetracked. Hold on. Why was there alligator? She just put the alligator in her pants because of what?
She just had it in there.
Why?
It's a great question. Nobody asked. Again, I figured that would be the what would happen. Nobody would ask the hard-hitting questions. But
I just Googled why put an alligator in your pants. I'm hoping I get an answer. Why put an alligator? Nope, it's all the same story. She pulls out a live alligator. Cop asks if she has anything else in there. She had 41 three-striped turtles in the vehicle. Yeah, 41.
That's a lot. She's got to be.
But like everyone keeps mentioning the turtles, like that matters when there's an alligator in this woman's pants.
I know. I don't get it.
I like how it's like Google, why would you put an alligator in your pants? And it just everything is an article for so many places reported on this. No one has any actual information. It's all just people putting out the same article.
Yeah, that's all they do. They just put on the same article, and it says none of them have any further information, which is the worst part.
I'm on page 6 of who knows how many, and it's the same article. And it's all the same information over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Did no one follow up on this?
They definitely didn't. You think they care?
I guess not. I guess they're in it for the click,
facts.
but
they want the click. That's it.
So dumb. So dumb. I just want answers. Yeah, there's no word why she chose to do that. Well, why doesn't someone ask her?
Damn.
Well, Florida woman who put alligator in her pants gets probation. Okay, maybe this is answers.
No, we already read she got probation.
Damn it. I'll never know. I'll never know why someone put an alligator in their pants. I feel like because they wanted to hide it, right? Because an alligator is probably just as illegal. But why in your pants?
Yeah, why in her pants? Why couldn't she just
and
put
why
it in
yoga pants? Why not in the dude's pants? I don't understand.
Why not just have like an alligator backpack? Put him in the alligator backpack.
Yeah, there's gotta be like a leather backpack, and you put him in. If you're gonna put the turtles in the turtle backpack, you can put an alligator in some type of like a scaly leather backpack.
Yeah, and you would think like, wouldn't the alligator bite her or something?
That's what I'm saying. Maybe they were friends. Maybe the alligator helped find the turtle.
That's possible.
Maybe she's like, hold on, let me get my pants, alligator. And it comes out and it's like, there's turtles around here. And she's like, yeah, sure is. And he goes and chases them down.
See, I'd believe that.
It's possible. Yeah, I believe that too. So really the story is alligator arrested for conspiring with humans to get turtles.
Yeah.
Think about it. Think about it. Are they going to eat 41 turtles? No, but will an alligator? Yes.
Oh, no doubt.
Well, now we've solved it. We've solved the case. You're welcome, Internet. Yeah.
Yeah, we did it. The hard-hitting detectives you needed.
Yeah. As always, coming through. All right. What is our big news story of the day?
big news story of the day
Is being looked up by Crendor right now.
Is being looked up by me right now. And Braves fan for the Atlanta Braves arrested attempting to bring cocaine in cowboy boot to SunTrust Park.
You know, I feel like that's going to be someone's opening day now, too, of football. Like,
Probably
if they can do it in baseball, why can't I do it in football? All right, yeah. So he tried to bring Coke in a cowboy boot. I don't know why that... Was he wearing the cowboy boot, or did he just have a cowboy boot with him?
Well, we're going to learn.
I guess we are.
Dustin Luther Wilkes was arrested at SunTrust Park in Georgia last Wednesday after allegedly trying to bring cocaine into the stadium inside a cowboy-style boot for a baseball game between the Atlanta Braves and New York Mets.
Oh, yeah. For a game like that, you need some drugs.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah, that's a drug game. That's definitely a drug game.
Rosie Mannins of the Marietta Daily Journal reported Thursday that Wilkes set off the metal detector while attempting to enter SunTrust Park. A subsequent search reportedly led stadium security staff to discover a clear plastic baggie with white powder substance suspected to be cocaine, which Wilkes twice attempted to conceal during the search. Cobb County arrested the 39-year-old. He's been charged with a single count of felony cocaine possession. He's released on a $3,000 bond.
Wait, so it was in his shoe? Or did he have a shoe with it in it? I think
he had the boot.
On?
He was wearing the boot. Yeah, he was wearing it.
And then he put the cocaine in his boot?
Yeah, and then I think he tried to like hide it when they were like, "What do you got there?" And he's like, "Nothing." He like tried to like wiggle it away or something.
But the metal detector caught something else. And
it just so happened that he thought it was the cocaine.
Can I tell you something? This is not the first time this guy has gone to a Braves game with coke.
Mm-mm.
There's no way, there's no way you do this that, I put it in my boot, right? Unless you really are just comfortable with doing that. How much did he bring with him? Was it a lot? Did he bring, enough to share?
Say.
What was the...
There's no details. You think there's details?
I know there's never details. I just have questions. Why did he do it? Was he like, well, I put it on my hot dog. It makes those dogs taste way better. Let me tell you, little mustard, little sauerkraut, little cocaine. Pepsi right up. Gets me through the seventh inning.
Yeah, there's no details. Just, that's what he did, and then he paid his bond.
And then of course he can, because the dude's dealing coke. Man can get out of jail. He's like, I have the money. Don't worry. That's crazy. Why would you do that? What? You know what? You're an addict if you can't go a baseball game's worth of time without doing coke.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Or again, he was like, the only way I go to baseball is if I have coke, because it bores me to tears.
Yeah. So that's that happened.
Uh-huh.
And then there's another story everyone keeps sending us. A Florida man met another guy on a eunuch fetish site, then castrated him.
What?
The 74-year-old man was arrested.
First off, there are two huge things here. One, eunuch fetish sites. I feel like if you're a eunuch, what's the fetish is that you don't have the ability to reproduce?
I don't know.
And thus the empress won't be taken by her eunuchs? I don't know. All right.
There's got to be some deep-seated evolution gene happening in there.
That makes you okay, and then someone went there, met a person, and was like, I want to make you a eunuch.
Yes.
Was it the ancient Chinese empress who needed it for her? The Empress Wei has returned from the dead and seeks eunuchs for her new empire. What? All right, I need the story. What's going on?
If she did, she picked the wrong guy. Barry Van Ryswick.
What was this guy's name?
Gary Van Ryswick.
Okay.
74 has been charged with the second-degree felony of practicing medicine without a license, resulting in bodily injury. He was arrested for allegedly performing a botched castration surgery on another man he'd met online through a fetish website for eunuchs. According to the arrest report, sheriff's deputies arrived at his house just before midnight on Sunday while responding to a 911 hang-up call. These are pretty routine, and deputies respond to many of them per shift, but most of them don't make the cut when it comes to being memorable.
This is not like a funny, memorable thing. This sounds terrible. This sounds like no cop is like, I walked in and there was blood everywhere. Hilarious. Like, it doesn't sound okay.
Van Ruswick told the deputies he had just removed the testicles of the man he'd met on a website for those that have a fetish for castration.
What is the fetish? What is the fetish?
I don't know.
I know they say, don't mock anyone's fetishes, but
this one's pretty crazy.
This is crazy.
Another section of the house was set up as a makeshift surgical room complete with medical equipment and a camera to record the procedure.
Oh, my God.
Jesus. The victim was flown to Tampa Hospital for life-saving measures and is currently in stable condition. I would say the hospital is not aware if they've been reattached. I'm going to go with no.
I'm going to go with yes. I'm going to say, you know what? They put those back on just out of spite. Like, you want to get rid of these? No, my friend. We're gluing those suckers back on.
Super glue if we got it. Let's see. Van Ruswick. Using painkillers he'd purchased online from England, as well as forceps and scalpels he'd required. Van Ruswick said he began the procedure on Sunday around 10 p.m., but the victim's uncontrollable bleeding made it difficult for him to use clear suture material or stitches to try and close the wound. Van Ruswick said to have told the man he'd perform castration on bulls and other animals while living on a farm in his youth, and removed one of his own testicles in 2012. Van Ruswick was arrested on Monday and is now being held in jail on a
is going on the internet
bond.
Is dark. The internet's too dark for me. You know what? I'm done. I'm out.
This shit's crazy.
I'm out. Internet, you've officially. I know you're crazy, internet, but I can't with you. I can't with you.
I mean, just look at this guy. This guy.
I don't want to look at this person. I don't want to see the face of death.
He looks like a mad scientist.
Oh my God, he does. Mm-hmm. He definitely looks like a mad scientist. Here's the thing. There once was a time when you were insane, you couldn't reach out to another equally insane person. Like, the likelihood of you getting together was very difficult. Now, it's just a click away, and it's not good for society. I'm gonna be real with you. It's not good. It's not good that completely insane people can get together and be like, what if you let me cut off your balls?
Testicles?
Yeah, like, what? And then the guy was like, "You're right, you should." That's nuts.
I'm gonna pass on that one. Literally,
that is so nuts.
Literally, it's literally nuts. Get it? You get it?
Okay, Crendor, what's our big news story of the day?
You want a big news story of the day? I got a
do.
big news story of the day.
Okay.
This one was linked to us. Florida man dies in meth lab explosion after lighting farts on fire. Yes.
Here's the thing. If anyone was going to light his farts on fire, it'd be the meth dude. Like, or maybe I'm wrong, and it's very much like Breaking Bad, and they're trying to be professional, but there's the one guy who's like, "I'm gonna light my farts on fire, bitch," and then it happens, right? And that's probably the guy you don't want to hire for your meth lab. But I guess maybe he could have been a friend, and they were like, "All right, look, he's your brother. We'll let him work here, but he's kind of a goofball." I don't know. I don't know the meth lab rules.
You would think this is everybody in this story would be sad or whatever, but this is where it gets weird. A 37-year-old man's dead after his trailer home was destroyed in a meth lab explosion.
You can't go, "This is where it gets weird." A man died. All right.
So
continue.
It caused him lighting up Blue Angels to amuse his wife. The man's wife was found lying naked on the couple's front yard, reportedly still laughing. A Blue Angel's when you put a lighter up your butt and fart on it, making it catch on fire. It's funny as shit, explains the man's wife, who claims to be an expert on the subject.
Oh, no.
Normally, we go to...
Do we have a photo of this woman?
No, but we have a photo of the guy, and he looks like he's been doing meth for a very long time.
I need to see what my husband blew himself up hilarious looks like.
Well, she then said, normally we go to Del Taco because of their 59-cent tacos, but we made some extra cash this week, so we went to Chipotle. The farts you get from there could fill a gas chamber. I know he's looking up from hell, laughing his ass off, saying it was worth it.
Her honesty is refreshing.
She says smiling through blackened teeth, apparently not caused by the fire. The woman plans on suing Chipotle, which failed to address their peppers causing a higher rate of methane in human farts. She offered a statement. I'm not mad about my husband dying. I just got my eyebrows did, and now they're gone. And that's that. Chipotle has not responded yet.
Of course not. Sometimes we read stories on here where at the end I'm like, that explained nothing. All we got was a summary, but this explains all we need to know. This was the perfect story. It explained everything. I understand why she's not upset. I understand it. I get you. Every story, if you're trying to tell me a story, and then I'm going to be like, wait, what? Why? Just throw in the fact that meth was involved, and I'll be like, oh, of course.
Yeah.
That explains, like that one story from last week, which was just like, yeah, he put coke in his shoe. If you would have said he was on meth at the time, I would have been like, well, of course. Of course he put coke in his shoe. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah. That's, man.
All right, Crendor, what is our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day. Wow, what is this story? Oklahoma man driving stolen vehicle caught with rattlesnake, uranium, whiskey, and firearm. That's quite the combination of items.
Yes, it sounds like it.
Officers in Oklahoma made a startling discovery after arresting two people at a traffic stop, only to find their vehicle contained a rattlesnake, a canister of uranium, an open bottle of whiskey, and a firearm. An officer...
Is this an old story? I feel like we've done something like this.
I don't remember doing this. This is...
Maybe that was the alligator up the pants story.
I think that's what you're thinking of. This is
this is July 2019.
Yeah.
Okay.
I definitely don't remember this one. An officer with the Guthrie Police Department had pulled over Stephen Jennings and Rachel Rivera for driving with expired tags. After the officer discovered that Jennings was driving with an expired license and Rivera was a convicted felon in possession of a firearm, both were arrested. The vehicle, a Ford Explorer, was impounded because it did not have insurance. It was later discovered the vehicle had been stolen. When the impound of the vehicle begins and they start moving compartments, here's the rattlesnake in the back seat. Gibbs said. It was surprising to the officer, obviously. As the officers continued to search the vehicle, they spotted an open bottle of Kentucky Deluxe whiskey near a firearm, the sergeant said. Then they discovered a container of yellowish powder that was labeled uranium.
No way! How is all this in this one car?
That's a great question. Jennings of Logan County told officers that he had the uranium because he recently purchased a Geiger counter to test metals, and the chemical element came with the purchase.
A Geiger counter.
Geiger. I just think of Gengar.
Geiger?
The Gengar counter. Many Gengars.
Gengar counter. Geiger sounds like the name of a Japanese superhero. Geiger. He
joked. He joked with the officers he was trying to create a, quote, super snake.
I don't think that was a joke. I don't think he was joking.
I don't actually think it either. I think he's trying to create like an X-Men snake.
Wait, so all right, when you first told me this story, I, in my mind, was like, okay, there's probably a reasonable explanation. Probably during the time of the impound, the snake got in the back seat, and probably they stole the car, so maybe the car was stolen from like a scientist, and they had the whiskey because they were like joyriding, and the gun was there because she was armed, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, in my mind, it all made sense. What you're telling me is that they stole this car, proceeded to pick up a snake, to then go test it with the uranium to make a super snake, and then they threw the rattlesnake in the back seat, got drunk, and were like, he'll be fine back there on his own, and then proceeded to drive out to the desert with no license in order to go make a super snake, is what you're telling me.
Yeah.
All right, then. Checks out.
It did not appear that either of them were under the influence of alcohol.
Wait a minute. So it's the alcohol for the snake?
You
They're
know,
like, we got to get him liquored up. If we're going to take this snake out to make him a super snake.
it wouldn't surprise me if it was.
They're like, remember to bring the alcohol. We got to get that snake liquored up if we're going to get him in the back seat.
Jennings was arrested on charges of possession of a stolen vehicle, transporting an open container of liquor, operating a vehicle with a suspended license, and failure to carry a security verification form. Rivera was arrested on charges of possession of a firearm after a former felony conviction. The snake was taken from the scene and euthanized.
What? They killed the snake. The snake didn't do anything.
He just wanted to become a super snake.
Whoa, maybe that's what they tell you though.
Oh shit!
Right? They
He
killed that snake, but
becoming
really,
a super snake, and they had to get rid of that. They were like, no, we can't let it happen.
What if he is actually working with the government now? They're like, we have to kill your past snake, and he's like, okay, do what you have to do, everyone. and then they used the uranium on him, made him the super snake, but instead of working for outlaws and criminals, he works for the government as Snake Soldier. Solid Snake!
Oh my god.
Snake!
Where am I? The uranium did not result in charges because Jennings was in possession of a legal amount.
Where am I?
Listen, I don't know where I am. Jennings
Where
was
am
also in the
I?
right to have the snake.
What do you mean?
He's in the rights to have the snake. Apparently in the state of Oklahoma, there are certain seasons where you can hunt rattlesnakes. This just happens to be one of those seasons.
But then they killed the snake. How is he in the right for it?
I don't know. Gibbs said that it was the first time he'd ever encountered a discovery like this. His department received calls from municipalities regarding how they handle it. Because if we run into it, it's going to be a possible thing that someone else runs into it. Wait,
no, I'm going to say probably not. I'm going to say no. This is a one-time occurrence.
They said their uranium didn't result in charges because he had a legal amount. I didn't know anybody could have a legal amount of uranium.
Oh, yeah. Scientists and nerds do all the time.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's that.
All right. Crendor.
Yeah.
What is our big news story of the day?
You're looking for a big news story of the day? I got your big news story of the day. I found two stories. So, Mississippi man in Captain America costume nabbed during early morning burglary attempt.
Wait, what? Okay, so he was dressed up as Captain America, trying to break into a place.
Picture.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, my favorite part is that he's in not just a Captain America suit, but one that has built-in muscles.
I know. All right. So this Captain America man found himself on the wrong side of the law this week in Mississippi. David Hobbs, 36. 36?
That's a hard 36. That's a hard 36.
That is.
Wow.
At first glance, I looked at him. I thought he was like 65, 70 years old. He dressed up in Captain America costume, was busted after allegedly trying to break into a backyard wooden shed at a home in Clarksdale on Tuesday around 3 a.m. The shed's owner, who served in the Marines and worked as a corrections officer, told...
Wait, so the guy dressed up as Captain America went to a Marine's house?
Yes.
This guy.
And
wow, okay.
He told TV that he ordered Hobbs to the ground at gunpoint and held him for police. So he tried to break into a shed at a Marine's house. The Marine just like took him down and then was like, we're calling the police. And he's like, oh, okay.
This is like the Hail Hydra version of Captain America. Like he's like the villain version showed up and then the Marine was like, no.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
He's being held on $25,000 bond. Hobbs has been spotted in the neighborhood before, but not dressed up as Captain America, they reported. Normally, I see him. He be straggly looking with jeans and a t-shirt or something like that, a woman told the station.
He'd be scraggly looking with jeans and a t-shirt. Well, not today. He's Captain America.
But here's the thing. Where's Mississippi Iron Man? Because that could be the next guy to strike. You
This
never
is
know.
Civil War. He went to Florida.
Maybe he's in the
They're
shed.
having rough times.
He's in the shed. He was trying to get in there to fight him.
So dumb. This guy looks so silly. Well, that is the image that we're going to use for this.
Yeah, that's
this episode's image.
that's a
People
good
need to
one.
be able to see this guy. This is ridiculous.
Well, we now have
man.
Mississippi Man, the next version of Florida Man.
That's impressive. I don't know that he's as good. All he did was dress up like an idiot and try to break into a marine. I mean, that's dumb. But it wasn't like, well, on meth, he tried to break into a marine's house and was eaten by an alligator. Like, that's different. Like, that's Florida Man. Even the marine the marine took his 8 alligator pets and 6. Like, that's a Florida Man story.
Yeah, but he's got fake abs, and he looks 70 when he's 36.
Yeah, that's a rough 30. I can't believe he's 36.
Yeah, it's I still can't believe it. Let's see, is there what's this? Hold on, there's another Mississippi Man.
Uh-oh.
Mississippi Man charged after allegedly stealing century-old church bell.
What?
A Mississippi man is behind bars after police said he stole a century-old church bell. Investigators said the theft appears to have been fueled by alcohol. The bell was more than 100 years old. It stood at the Sandy Springs Presbyterian Church in Orwood, Mississippi. Police said it was stolen between Saturday night and Sunday morning. Lafayette County detectives said they found the bell down the road at the home of Michael Lippert, 33. Investigators believe he was out drinking with friends when they decided to steal the bell. Church members said the bell is so heavy it would take more than one person to steal it. Member
Whoa,
Tommy Webb.
do you think it's like an alien thing? You know how they're like, how could the pyramids be made? How could he move the bell by himself? Think about it.
Oh, shit.
Maybe Captain America was there.
Oh, my God.
He's got those muscles.
He had to have been. Those aren't fake muscles. Those are real.
Yeah, because the one woman said he was scrawny. What if he got that serum and this is how he looks now?
That Mississippi serum.
Mississippi serum is definitely just like cough medicine and soda.
It definitely is. Give me some of that Mississippi serum. A member told them it took 4 of us to set it back on there. He had to have had some help. Detectives are still looking for others involved and are interviewing possible suspects. It's gotta be him. There's no other explanation.
There's no one else. Captain America, the Captain America of Clarksdale, was involved in this too. Now we have a Mississippi Man.
Yeah.
Now we have a guy.
Mississippi Man.
He and Tito Watts should have adventures.
No doubt. This is like the expansion pack, the Florida Man.
Yes. Oh, I like this.
And that's the news.
All right. What is our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day. This one's pretty big. Police say woman bit camel's balls. The camel did nothing wrong.
I like how we have to have a little addendum on the end of that. That's just like, camel did nothing wrong. Like, if there's any reason why you should be biting a camel's balls, but please continue.
If you had to ask me yesterday if there's a circumstance in which you should bite a camel's testicles, I would have said no. Today I learned that, indeed, there might be a good reason.
I like how the person who wrote this article is me, basically. Like, I could never think of a reason to bite a camel's balls until now. All right, go.
Today, a report from Louisiana newspaper was about a Florida woman who bit a camel's testicles after the animal sat on her at a truck stop petting zoo. Okay.
Everything about this is amazing so far.
A truck stop petting zoo? I didn't even
Why
know
is there
truck
a
stops
camel
had
in-
petting zoos.
All right, there's layers to this. 1, why does a truck stop have a petting zoo? 2, why and how does that petting zoo have a camel? 3, why are they letting people in there? And why did that camel sit on this woman's, I imagine, face? Because how else are you going to get under there and bite these balls?
Okay. Kaspar, the camel, lives at the Tiger truck stop in Gross Titi, about 20 miles outside of New Orleans, which has a petting zoo that reportedly also contains a baby kangaroo, a coati, a miniature horse, and miniature horse. That sounds like an illegal petting zoo.
It really does. It does not sound. You know what? I don't know what goes on in Louisiana. They operate on their own rules.
These are my animals, sir. This is my zoo, then I'm the only one allowed to pet them.
Yeah.
According to the advocate, for years, the truck stop has faced criticism from animal rights activists over a tiger that the owners held in captivity at the location until it died last year.
Oh my God.
Yep. That
checks out.
It's checking out. Yep. The truck stop does not hide how it feels about these advocates. Its Facebook banner shows an image of a tiger licking its lips next to the phrase, "Animal activists taste like chicken." According to the advocate, the ball biting incident.
The dead tiger, really a huge fan of eating, and he probably was like, "I'll literally eat anything. I'm dying over here. I'm starving. Feed me anything."
And they're just, like, ha ha. The ball biting incident began last Wednesday evening when the woman's husband threw dog treats into Kaspar's living space. The couple's dog went inside the fence. Then, the couple, who were not identified, crawled under a strand of barbed wire. The man reportedly pushed Kaspar and swatted its hat at the camel. The camel proceeded to sit on the woman. Then she reacted by biting Kaspar's testicles. She said, "I bit his balls to get him off me. I bit his testicles to get him off me." Iberville Parish Deputy Louis Hamilton Jr. told the advocate, following an investigation, reportedly found the woman and her husband had provoked Kaspar.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
The camel did nothing wrong, Hamilton told the newspaper. They were aggressive. The camel was doing his normal routine. Authorities didn't deem the truck stop at fault because signs warned visitors to stay out of the camel's enclosure. The camel has never been aggressive. The camel has never gotten out, never caused any issues, Hamilton told the advocate. My only question to her husband was, "Why did you throw the doggy treat under the fence?" And he just said, "I wasn't thinking."
I believe that. I believe you. That's the truest thing anyone in this story has said so far.
That is, this is just one of those things where, like, you really just hate everybody in the story except for, like, the camel and the dog.
The camel's the only one who did anything wrong. He didn't do anything wrong. Dude got his balls bit.
Well, the dog, he was just chasing treats.
Yeah, you're right. The dog, here's the crazy thing. The animals in this story are the least stupid things.
Yeah.
They're just following instinct, trying to get by. Meanwhile, some idiot's throwing dog treats into a camel pen, and then they decide to go up into the pen where they're told not to go, and then they start swatting at the camel. Damn right it's going to sit its ass down on you. The crazy thing is, rather than, like, do anything normal, she's like, "I guess I'll bite his balls. That's how I get my husband off of me."
Let's see. According to a follow-up story from the advocate, the camel is taking antibiotics after the bite, but is otherwise fine. The couple,
you gotta get a tetanus shot.
Listen, I would if that woman bit. The couple were also charged with trespassing and something else relating to the incident. It's also been reported that the woman said she had broken ribs and a collarbone, but that she bummed a cigarette from a witness at the scene and smoked it without any apparent difficulty. Essentially, they're lying and trying to sue.
Yes, I believe that.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
What a joyous story of woman on camel violence.
Yeah.
I wonder if what are those cigarettes that have Joe Camel? I wonder if that was the cigarette.
Joe Camel.
Because that would be hilarious. If that was the
That
case.
would be pretty hilarious.
That would be amazing. And then the camel would look at the camera and go, "Whoa!" And that would be the end. The end. Ding.
So yeah, that's a thing.
It certainly is. All right, Crendor, what is our big news story of the dwa?
Oh my god, news stories. That's right. I gotta get one of those.
Oh my god, news stories. I totally forgot them.
Florida man arrested for swinging samurai sword at another man during a fight over trash.
Go on.
A Florida man has been arrested and charged with attempted murder after swinging a samurai sword at another man during a dispute over trash, authorities announced Wednesday. The Broward County Sheriff's Office said Curtis Miller, 54, was caught swinging the sword on home surveillance during a fight with another man over a disputed dump cart. Both men
Is it weird that I feel like 54 is too old to have a samurai sword? And for some reason, 54 seems a little weird. Now, mind you, in Japan that wouldn't be an issue, but like a guy named Curtis in Florida at 54, I feel like having a samurai sword is a little weird.
Yeah, I'd probably say so. Let's see here.
I like how that's my takeaway from this. Like a man swinging a sword at another man. I'm like, hold on. It's a little weird, your choice of weapons, sir. There are many weapons. You chose a samurai sword?
It's like we've read so many of these, it doesn't even faze you at this point.
I love how that's my problem with this. I'm like, all right, if you're going to swing a sword over trash, a broadsword or a claymore would work, but a samurai sword? Sir, you're in your 50s. Please, not a child. What a weird thing to think. Sure.
So, statements made by police claim the man swung the sword in the direction of the alleged victim, Todd Beavers. Beavers had arrived at the site after spotting the apparently tempting trash pile during an evening jog. Beavers noticed Miller rummaging through the pile while stationed near an older white pickup truck. He decided to join in the digging.
Curtis was the guy. I thought it was Curtis's pile, and then this dude ran by and was like, oh, that's a nice pile of trash. But really, Curtis was going through the pile. Here's my question. Does he have that samurai sword for trash pile protection? When people are like, what are you doing in that trash pile? He's like, do you dare challenge me in front of this trash pile? Ka-ching! Is that like part of it?
Here's the thing. Beavers noticed him rummaging through and then joined them, and then soon found the black heavy-duty cart. Miller became upset when he saw the jogger.
Wait, time out. So this guy he was on a jog, saw the trash pile and said, that's a mighty good-looking trash pile, and then joined in?
Yeah. So they're looking through the trash pile. There's a dump cart for, like, putting whatever you want trash into. So it's literally a dump cart in a dump, pretty much. And so he found the cart, believed he had the rights to the cart due to being the first one to dig it up through the garbage. An argument ensued, but eventually Beavers left the scene
it was
cart.
Curtis's trash pile. Yeah,
jogging as he pushed it home. Authorities say the man eventually noticed he was being followed by Miller, and the two men confronted each other in Beavers' front yard. Miller is said to have removed the sword from a long red sheath, lunging it in the direction of the jogger. As they struggled over the cart, Beavers then revealed that the incident was being recorded on video. Miller noticed the camera and ran away while threatening to return. The alleged victim then went inside his home, leaving the cart behind the yard.
Do we have video footage of this? Do we have video footage of this?
I sure hope we do.
There's got to be a video of this somewhere.
Yeah, internet, find that video.
Yeah, we need this video. Or if the guy's out there, send us the video. We'll watch it and let people know. We won't share it with anyone. We'll just let people know that it exists. All right, Crendor, what is our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day. Well, one big news story is that the McRib is back.
That's true. Did you get a package in the mail?
No.
I did.
Oh,
I got a package in the mail.
Oh my God.
Crendor.
What?
I can't spoil this for anyone right now.
All right.
I will simply say this week, go to my Twitter at Jesse Cox. I got a package. So earlier this week, got an email from McDonald's. McDonald's was like, we'd like to send you some things. Of course, I was like, oh my God, why? And they're like, well, we saw people posting about the McCox and Crendor. So keep it up. Everyone keep posting about it.
Oh my God.
Keep posting about it. They were like, we saw people posting about McCox and Crendor, and we love the idea, so we want to send you some things. And I was like, what could they
did
possibly
you reply
send
to that
me?
email?
I did.
I didn't reply to it. I need to reply to him and be like, send me McDonald's things.
I did. I was like, sure, of course. And so they were like, we'll send you a big box of things to thank you. And in my mind, I'm like, what the hell could be in a big box? I assumed a gift card or something. My dude, oh my God. In this box is the craziest things I've ever seen.
I got to reply to this email right now.
I can't even stress to you. The things that are in this box, I've never seen anything like it. I'm going to let you in on one of them. On one thing. I'm going to give you all a hint. One of the things included was a McRib calendar.
Oh my God.
The same illustration of a McRib, but in the background, every month is different background. But it's the exact same McRib, but like pumpkins in one, and then you flip it, it's like in snow in the next one, and like the next one after that is this like a summertime McRib. Here's the best part. It's a McRib calendar that starts in October 2019 and ends in September 2020. It doesn't even go a full year.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
It is incredible. We were in the office like, wait, why doesn't it go till the end of next year? We were like, wait, it doesn't even go till October next year.
Oh my God, I need this right now. Put it right on my desk.
Oh my God.
So yeah, get your go get your McRibs, get your jalapeno cheeseburger, and Mega Cox and Crendor. I think they actually brought the jalapeno cheeseburgers back.
I haven't seen that.
Or was it the jalapeno McChicken?
Well, we have different ones. There's fish ones, and there's like there's the Mick Guy Hero, and there's there's all sorts of different ones.
Right. I feel like I've forgotten half of them though.
We need to have a database of this.
Somebody needs to send us a database.
Yeah, on a wiki somewhere. We need to have this there so people can go there and really truly experience it.
Yeah, so start tweeting your. I think we have the episode titled like McCox and Crendor. Go listen to that episode because we're not going to. And then
we're not gonna do that.
Create those things and tweet it to us, because that's one of my favorite things, is seeing people be like, "Look, I made the thing and now I'm eating it," and I'm like, "Oh my God!" And I always like it.
Yes. Also include at McDonald's in it, so they know. So they send us more weird shit because it is incredible.
There's one thing I love. It's weird shit.
It is a giant box. Oh my God, Crendor. There's like 80 to 90 holiday cards. I'm not going to spoil the cards, but the cards are insane. We should then. Oh my God. We need to send these cards to people. We need to have Dan make a really weird photo and insert it into every card, and then send it to like random people, just random people.
I love it.
Oh my God!
I still need to get my Euro McRib.
There's a lot. There's a lot in there. I don't know how I'm gonna. You know what? I'm not gonna spoil it. I need to shut up. It's too funny.
You can tweet it out, and then we'll talk about it like next week or something.
Yes.
Severely. Oh my God. Here it is.
Oh boy, here we go.
Severely inebriated Florida woman found standing in McDonald's drive-thru with toddler.
Full circle, baby. She wanted that McRib.
A woman. It's in Newport Richie. There it is.
Of course it is. Newport Richie returns. This is his wife.
It's got to be his
Newport
wife.
Rochelle.
Oh my God, she is 35, but that is like, oof.
That's a hard 35.
Here you go. That's a hard 35.
All right, let me see Florida. Oh my God.
She looks like
is a hard 35.
Just came back from the war.
She does. She looks like she's gonna sing a song about gruel. Like, can I have some mousse? Like, I want to just help this woman. Oh my God.
A woman found standing in the middle of a drive-thru with a toddler on Thursday night is facing child neglect and possession charges. The report says Melanie Hancox, 35, was severely inebriated. Not even inebriated, severely inebriated.
Severely, yeah.
When she was found unmoving in the drive-thru of the McDonald's on US 19 in Port Richey just before midnight.
Do you think if she had just gone through the drive-thru and moved, everything would have been fine? But she was like holding up the line and people got pissed.
Well, she probably just passed out. She would have passed out in her car and just not moved in the drive-thru anyway, and people would get pissed. I'd be pissed. I'd want my quarter pounder. Hancox was standing in the drive-thru with a 3-year-old child as vehicles drove around them. She was arrested and found to be in possession of methadone hydrochloride. I don't even know what that is.
Sounds about right.
And
Yep.
alprazolam. I think that's Xanax.
Alprazolam?
That's like Xanax. And I only know because I have like the most like small dose of Xanax you can have.
Right,
for, like,
right.
traveling.
Yeah, sure. All right.
Because otherwise, listen, I want to get addicted to this shit.
All right, Jesse Pinkman.
I will say though, when they gave me when I got my gallbladder out, they gave me like 20 hydrocodones, and I made sure I only took like a maximum of like 2 if I was in really bad pain, because that stuff is like, I was like, this is why soccer moms get addicted to pills.
Because that stuff's like, you pull like a Kramer, because that stuff's like, Jerry.
I only took like 10 of them for my gallbladder thing, so I had 10 left. So I was like, all right, I won't throw them out. So I took them when
sold
I
them on
had.
the streets.
Well, I took them when I had my toenails removed, and so I would like be sitting there like with my toes all wrapped up playing WoW, and I was playing BFA, and I was like, dude, playing the auction house is so fun, and I was like, oh my god. That's how I know these things are strong. I'm having fun playing BFA. So that was like,
dude, have you ever seen an orc's butt?
So then, yeah, I was like,
Those things are so flat.
it makes you like have a really happy high, and I was like, man, I want more of these, but I don't want more of these. So watch out for that, kids.
You are not selling sobriety very well. You're like, I didn't want any more,
Listen,
but I kind of wanted
You can't
more.
sell sobriety if it's like, listen, they're pretty fun if you take those, all right? But don't take them because, well, here's the thing. I was taking like 1, all right? 1 is a good time, okay? Because you're like, hey.
1 leads to 2. 2 leads to it like more.
Only
and then
if
you get
you
addicted.
let it. Like, I capped myself. Well, here's the thing. I also got them because I was in actual pain from surgery and like toenail removal, right?
That's true. Crendor earned his
I wasn't just taking them
high.
like, it's a Wednesday, time to take my hydrocodone. So, you know.
It's time for Mama's Little Helper.
I earned my pain relief. But yeah, I haven't, there's like crazy people that are just like, I have pain. I stabbed my jaw for like no reason. Give me pain pills. It's like, Jesus.
Well, and then they end up in the drive-thru at McDonald's.
Just start drinking like everyone else. So anyway, Hancock's is charged with 2 counts of possession. Wait, that's it? Where's the follow-up? There's no follow-up. Florida.
We never get a follow-up. We never find out what happened to them, why she was on the truck, where that baby came from. Was it her kid?
Yeah, like it might not even been her kid. We don't know.
It's like, what if it was just a baby?
There's
What if
gotta-
it was just a 3-year-old? She like had someone's kid. We don't
Oh
know.
my
We
God.
never have answers. We never get answers.
Ohio McDonald's customer left with broken nose and shattered cheekbone after fight with manager over wrong order. I came in there ordering kids' meals.
Wait, what'd they get?
I don't know. Let's find out. In Ohio,
Wait, are you telling me you came in for a kid's meal, got something more than a kid's meal, and was like, I'm so mad I wanted that toy?
Brittany Price, not Brittany, Brittany, became embroiled in a heated confrontation with the manager of the Coleraine Township store after going in to complain about mistakes in an order for cheeseburger and Happy Meals. A police report named the McDonald's
cheeseburger and Happy Meals.
and Happy Meals. A police report named the McDonald's manager as Nashonda Johnson, noting she was questioned by officers about the woman's allegations.
Oh, you know Nashonda Johnson don't take shit.
Oh, yeah, she ain't letting you get those cheeseburgers.
Oh, hell no, you're screwed, man. Give it up and go home.
And the report said Johnson stated as a reaction she began throwing food objects back at Miss Price when food objects struck Miss Price in the face, leaving an injury. Witnesses at the scene noticed Johnston had retaliated and began throwing food back. In an on-air segment, Price could be seen with a severely bruised left eye and what appeared to be cuts or stitches along her nose and cheekbone. The woman said the manager may have had an object in her hand. She was over the counter, so I think she literally swung with something over the counter and hit me with the face with it, Price elaborated. Temperatures were high. You know, everybody was a little hostile, but at the end of the day, I came in there ordering kids' meals. I didn't come in there to have a brawl, you know? It remains unclear what type of object was involved. Price said she'd be undergoing surgery.
Man, I hope it was like an apple pie. No one ever orders those things. They just sit there, and I imagine they're like molten
rock
lava.
hard. Rock hard, and then you
hard,
break it open, and it's molten lava.
Oh yeah, I would love to see someone get hit in the face with an apple pie, with one of those warm apple pies.
So yeah, comment below as well if you've ordered an apple pie before, and if it was rock hard or molten lava.
Man, those things. Now I kind of want one. I haven't had a McDonald's apple pie thing. I'm gonna say maybe 25 years. Like maybe since I was a kid.
Yeah, I think I haven't had one in like maybe 15 to 20 years.
Right? And every time when I worked there, old people would come in every Sunday and be like, cup of coffee and one of your apple pie.
Oh my God. And then if you tweet us your McDonald's apple pies you order, they
Oh
might
my
send
God.
us apple pie calendars.
Y'all, here's the real challenge. Here's the real challenge. We need to have one called the McSloth and the McSloth and Sloth Door. We need a good name. Crendor, help me out here. I don't have a name.
The McApple Sloth. The Appleberry Sloth.
Oh my God. Oh, the Appleberry. All right. The Appleberry. The Appleberry is one apple pie and put in a McRib.
No way. That's
If anyone orders this,
that is.
you are a true
You're a brave
hero.
soul. Do they even sell
The
apple pies at
McAppleberry.
McDonald's anymore?
Oh, the Appleberry.
I just typed
That's
in
it.
McDonald's apple pie.
They
McDonald's
definitely do. They definitely do still sell them. I
baked
see them on the
apple
menu
pie.
all
Oh, yeah.
the time.
Yes, they do. It has. Oh, it actually isn't as bad as I thought it'd be nutrition wise.
All I'm saying is, if you want, you can start the trend of getting a mixed Appleberry. D apostrophe Appleberry.
Yeah.
And you actually, so MEC capital D apostrophe Appleberry.
Right.
If you get one of these, tweet at us and McDonald's apple pie on that McRib. You gotta let us know. I will never do this. I don't want to die. But someone out there who has a death wish, we're counting on you. We need to live vicariously through you.
We know you're listening.
We know one of you out there is crazy enough to do this. Send us that photo.
Please. Please do it. Do it tomorrow if you can, or today.
Here's the thing. Potentially, couldn't the pork and apple go together?
It actually kind of could.
Couldn't it? Maybe we've come up with something that's like when people found out you could dip French fries into Frosties at Wendy's.
Dude, my
Maybe
mom
we've
used to make
changed the
like
game.
a pork roast with like cinnamon apples. It's like pretty much the same
That's
thing.
what I'm saying. Except this says barbecue sauce, which is probably insane.
Yeah.
But, what if you could get one without barbecue sauce?
Oh my God, you probably could.
What if you could say no barbecue sauce on my McRib, please? And then they put on the apple pie.
Oh my God. Okay, you can't get barbecue sauce. You have to get the apple pie and put it on instead. And that's your.
Here's the thing. As a person who worked in McDonald's, I know this might have changed, but I seem to recall that what they would do is they would grill the patties, the like fake ass pork patties,
Yeah.
and then they would dump them in the barbecue sauce,
Ah.
like a big vat, and they'd sit there and like
So that's how they cook them.
keep hot. Yeah, I guess. My question is, could they grill up the patty and then not? Could you say I want a McRib, but not in the sauce? What would that
I don't
even
know.
taste like? Would that have a taste?
We need one of you.
We need one of you who's patient enough to wait for them to grill one of those things for you. Then put the apple pie on it and eat that thing. Is it delicious? Have we created a new menu item?
We may have gone too far.
Some say we're using our power for evil instead of good.
Listen, you gotta try it. Now I'm curious.
You have to try it. Well, let us know what happens when you do, and then hit us up on one of our socials. Crendor, hit him with the socials. Okay, Crendor, what is our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day coming at you right here live on Cox and Crendor.
Big news story of the day.
Here it is. Big news story. Florida man thought he was stealing opioids. They were actually laxatives.
Go on. Hopefully this has a great payoff.
A Florida man who allegedly stole drugs from a Pinellas County home thought he was pocketing powerful opioids, but what he actually stole left him flushed. According to an arrest, Peter Hans Emery mistakenly swiped gentle laxatives from a residence on Lake Allen Drive in Pinellas Park. Emery said he believed the pills were hydrocodone, a powerful narcotic, but threw them away when he realized they were something else. The bottle was labeled hydrocodone acetaminophen, actually contained equate laxatives meant for gentle, dependable overnight relief.
I have a lot of questions about this.
Also, before somebody's like,
not even about
Crendor, you know how to say acetaminophen? Yeah, I know how to say. I was just saying it as a goof. All right, calm down.
What? Wait, what?
I said acetaminophen instead of acetaminophen. And people are going to be like,
you said it wrong, when really it's like, I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. Don't come at me.
I know you know. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
No, my question is not in relation to the theft. It's in relation to the person who took these poop pills and stuck them in a oxycodone thing. Why would you do that? What was the purpose of that? Were they trying to? Was there another story where they were trying to trap a person? Is this like what's that one where she tries to give the girl who wears all pink the pills that make her skinny, but actually no, the candy bars that make her fat. Remember that?
What?
You know, the movie where she's like, yeah, these will make you thin,
Willy
but they make her
Wonka?
fat. No, Mean Girls.
Oh, yeah, Mean Girls.
Yeah, it's like that. Do you think this was a plan where this person was going to be like, yeah, man, I'll hook you up with some Oxy, and then it was really poop pills, and then there was a whole scheme, but then this guy was like, oh, I hear they got that Ox, like bottles of it over there. Do you think?
Honestly, it probably was. Like, why else?
Why would it be in there? Why would you put them specifically in there? Because it's not like one of those things where you're like a dude who has boner pills, but then you hide them in your like aspirin thing because you don't want people to think you have boner pills. This is like, well, I don't want people to think I have poop pills, so I'm going to stick it in my highly addictive medicine bottle.
Oh my God.
I want people to know that I'm definitely addicted to Oxy.
What if they What if they don't want people knowing they're addicted to the oxytocin or people stealing them, so they put their oxycodone in the other bottle so nobody steals them so they could have all the oxycodone for themselves?
Oh, yeah, and the poop pill bottle. Oh, that's smart.
So nobody's going to take those.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah. And then if they try to take them, boom, you get this guy.
Yeah, but what if you have like a relative over? It's like, do you have any laxatives? My bowels are funny after that Thanksgiving feast.
Well,
you're like,
they're
of course, here you go. And you totally forget, and you give her one. She's like, oh, I'm soaring, dear.
I'm the turkey.
Oh, look at me. I'm an old turkey woman. Gobble, gobble.
Gobble, gobble indeed. Anyway, Emery's extensive rap sheet later admitted to police he did not have permission to take the pills. He retrieved 2 of the tablets from his trash to show officers. 56-year-old faces several probation violation charges. And
56 years old?
Yeah, 56 years old.
That stuff is addictive. If you're 56 and you're stealing pills, that is... Man, that that shit's addictive. If that's what you... I gotta get my fix.
Gotta get my fix, bro.
You figure that's like maybe halfway through their 30s. You're still doing that.
Yeah, it's a no-go, John.
That's an addiction. If you're like, I gotta get my sweet codone ride.
Get my codone ride, bro. Ride the codone.
Ride the codone. That'd be a great Invincible's character. First there was Frozone, and now there's Codone. My friends call me Oxy. Call us Pixar.
That's that story. And then it's just a bunch of people tweeting me McCox Crendors.
All right, well, that's good to know. All right, Crendor, let's jump into the big news story of the day.
Whoa, let's not jump into it. Let's just take our time. As if we just look here, 2 stories actually. We'll start with this one because it's a little less crazy. Man arrives home to find crosswalk leading to middle of driveway.
Wait, what?
That's what I said. An Atlanta man said he came home from work to find a bizarre surprise. A new crosswalk that leads into the middle of his driveway. Matthew Miller told Channel 2's Justin Wilfin that if he couldn't believe what he saw when he got home Wednesday afternoon from work. It's ridiculous. It makes no sense. It's the craziest thing I've seen, Miller said about the bizarre crosswalk that has been placed along Arguel Lane. I was baffled. I sort of felt like I'd been punked, but it was all too real. Miller even gave Wilfin video footage from his security camera of workers installing the crosswalk right in front of the driveway of his home in West Highlands subdivision, Northwest Atlanta.
Do we have that video? I need to see what this looks like. This makes no sense. Wait, so they took a crosswalk from one side of a street and then just put it into his driveway?
I guess so.
So people walking across the street would walk into his home?
I guess so.
What?
Let's see.
This doesn't make sense. Oh my God. Okay, so how best to describe this? Imagine, so you know how there are crosswalks? Everyone knows crosswalks, right?
Yeah, across the street.
Imagine how instead of it being from corner to corner at the end of a street, like a 4-way stop or whatever, there is one corner, and then that crosswalk, instead of going to another corner, just goes directly to a house, which is someone's driveway.
Yeah,
like it's truly, once you see it, you're like, oh, I understand what he means.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's insane. This is insane.
It is.
It goes, unless his house is, but it's not the end of a street. It's, why would they put the crosswalk where they put it?
Yeah, I don't get it. Like, you would think they'd put it the corner, like they do every other crosswalk.
Right? Why would they? So every time he backs out, he has to back out of his driveway onto a crosswalk. A danger. Like, he's going to back over people all the time.
They said, from a security perspective, I'm sure it puts a lot of unneeded attention on the house. He believes either the builder of a subdivision of the Homeowners Association ordered the crosswalk's installation. Wilfin called the builder Brock Built Homes, but they told him they didn't do it. He also contacted 2 officials with the HOA on Thursday night, but so far he has not heard anything. Someone had to authorize it, whether it's the HOA or the builder, Miller said. But for now, the mystery lingers. I'd like to see the error, which it is, in my opinion. I'd like to see the error fixed. Another crosswalk was installed next to Miller's house that leads from sidewalk to sidewalk. Miller told Wilfin that it's all the more reason the strange crosswalk doesn't need to be there. Friday afternoon, Miller contacted the news to say crews returned to the crosswalk and started removing it.
I mean, yeah, I don't know why they were like, we don't know anything about this. What do you mean?
I feel like they just messed it up.
Right. I'm looking at this photo and stuff. Like, it doesn't. Yeah. There's no way they didn't mess this up.
Yeah.
It's baffling.
Huh. Yeah. It doesn't make sense, but interesting. Now to the real news story of the day. Florida man arrested for having sex with stuffed Olaf at Target.
Now there's the news stories we usually do.
A Florida man was arrested Tuesday after being caught having sexual intercourse with a stuffed animal inside Target. I don't know if Olaf's an animal.
Yeah, more of a snowman character, but okay.
That far. He may be an animal in bed. Witnesses told police they saw Cody Meter, 20, take a large Olaf from Frozen off the store shelves at a St. Petersburg location and begin to dry hump the toy. Police reports claims Miller ejaculated on the Olaf.
Oh no! Oh no! He just wanted his own little snow shower. Oh, Olaf, no!
He just wanted a friend. He ejaculated on the Olaf doll.
This is never a good. It's never a good. You know what? Maybe it is. Maybe it's a great day on this podcast, and we get to use both the phrases "dry humped" and "ejaculated on."
How many times have we said "dry hump" and "ejaculated" on this podcast over the years? I
Not
would put it
enough.
at least about 7, maybe 8. And put it back on the shelf before he selected
What?
a large unicorn stuffed animal and began to have sex with that object as well. Did he not even have like a cool down period?
This guy was ready to go. This guy was like, "Oh man, is that a unicorn?" Sorry, I feel bad for Olaf. He got used,
He did. Got used and thrown aside.
right? Wow.
Meter was taken into custody while in the store and admitted to doing stupid stuff. He was arrested and charged with criminal mischief. The Olaf and unicorn stuffed animals were removed from the store and destroyed.
They should be. Admittedly, they very well should be.
They didn't do anything wrong.
There's no home for those stuffed
It's
animals.
almost as bad as banning Monkey Mondays. They didn't do anything, and now they're just nothing. They've been destroyed.
I wonder about the home that would take those in. Genuinely curious. Like, oh well, only slightly defiled. Sure, my kid could use it.
Dude, somebody will buy it. Put it on clearance. Somebody's gonna buy that. I guarantee.
Can you imagine the clearance markdown? Gently used.
Requires minimal 2 washings.
Why is this the only Olaf with a frown? It's so weird.
This is what happens when the kids watch like all those Olaf and like Elsa Spider-Man videos on YouTube. Then they grow
Olaf
up.
got Elsa pregnant with Spider-Man.
It's just like it's got the unusual urge for these frozen toys.
Oh, so gross.
But yet YouTube allows their monetization, but then they remove my monetization because it has the word like boob in it.
Yeah, well, the birth between a Spider-Man and Elsa, that's natural.
Yeah, that's an Olaf.
Yeah, that's an Olaf.
So, I mean,
Oh, man.
that's what happens.
That's a story that happened. That happened. Yep.
That happened.
All right. What is our big news story of the day?
This story's kind of crazy. Let's see. I think there was some other story someone sent us that was pretty crazy. Oh yeah, the Gardner Minshew thing.
It looked like a car with his face on it.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what I was trying to find the other week, and then I couldn't find it. And then before you know it, but now I can't find it again because it was so far back. Oh, here it is. It's a Jaguars fan wrap-suited car with like a Gardner Minshew with a tiger. There it is. So that was that. And then
There it is.
okay, so we got a few. Gardner Minshew once tried to break his own hand in college to help his career. That was one story. So that's adding to the Gardner Minshew thing. He said, I told the coaches I closed it in a car door. I just had a swollen hand for a few weeks. After he grabbed a bottle of Jack Daniels and a hammer, went back to his room, and tried to break his own hand.
Wait, what? Why did he
He
try to
said-
break his
all
own
right.
hand?
Here's the story. The only group of people I've ever told this to is the Washington State football team before this last year, and it was just about, what would you do to play more football? I went to ECU from junior college, and the situation was I had 2 seniors above me, so I was hoping to go in there, red shirt, and then be able to play 3. It was an awesome setup. We get into about game 4, and we moved our backup to running back, and our starter got knocked out with a concussion. So shoot, I'm standing there, and I go in and play about a half. Then we go in for the next weekend, and the starter's going to be back. So I'm like, dang, man, I just played a half and really wasted a year on playing a half of ball. I was pretty pissed, so I started looking around at what I could do and what my options were. The only thing I could do was go get a medical red shirt. But if I played in this next game, then that would be off the table. So I get an idea. I go home, I grab the bottle of Jack and a hammer. I go back to my room, take a pull of Jack, and put my hand down on the table, and boom, 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 1, 2, 3. Hit the hell out of my hand. I'm sitting there shaking, but I know it's not broken. I did it again. Still nothing. At this point, I knew it wasn't broken. So another time, another pull, 3 hits, and that was all I could take. I couldn't break my own hand.
What the hell?
That's
but what was the purpose? To get medical red shirt
medical
for what?
red shirt. So I guess that lets you like play another year, I believe. So that's just some Gardner Minshew news. So we've got a couple other things.
So the Gardner Minshew did that just cause?
Well, he just had to injure himself, so he just drank a bottle of Jack.
I can't. His legend grows. Gardner Minshew's legend grows.
Grows, dude. Let's see. So we've got Ghost Adventures star Zach Baggins became ill after investigating the real-life haunted house that inspired the Conjuring movie franchise.
I heard this. Don't believe a bit of it.
I don't believe it either.
I don't believe it's way too perfect. I don't believe it.
I don't believe it. Then there's Only in Florida does cocaine drop from the sky. Someone sent us. This is from 1994. What? This is from 1994.
You guys don't think we'll check this stuff. We do.
We check. We're unlike
we have
the
a
actual
crack
news.
team of specialists.
We check our sources. And then, here we go. This is what we've been looking for. And this is fresh off the presses. Florida fisherman lost at sea for 14 days, claims he was sexually assaulted by mermaids.
Oh no!
This is a man.
He looks like he was sexually assaulted by a mermaid. By the way, speaking of which, this week sometime go see the movie The Lighthouse.
Okay.
Speaking of mermaid sex, go see The Lighthouse. I want to hear your thoughts on it. I think you will have thoughts.
Okay.
I need you to see this movie.
Lighthouse movie.
Yes, go find it. It's Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson. They're the only actors in the movie. It's crazy. It's truly a crazy, crazy movie. It's black and white. It's like 4x3. It has weird ass like symbolism and crazy things in it. It's kind of a horror thing, but not really. It's also very, very funny. One of the characters, all he does is fart the entire time. Like, it is a wild film. And I don't know if I like it or not, but I know that I want to see it more times. And I guess that's good. But I need you to see this because I want to talk to you about how weird this movie is.
All right, I'll see this. This looks crazy.
It is crazy.
And I'm a fan of crazy. Yeah.
Back to this man being molested by mermaids.
All right, so Alvin McAllister, 72, was found on a small rocky islet 200 miles off the nearest coastline where he shipwrecked 2 weeks ago and managed to survive off several seagulls, mussels, and urchins. McAllister, for whom doctors do not fear for his life, was found suffering from intense hallucinations, possibly caused by dehydration and the toxins of unidentified mussels he consumed. The patient shows the symptoms of extreme dehydration and is still under medical attention at the moment, as he is still suffering from mild hallucinations, the hospital told reporters. He described in graphic detail how he was forced to perform oral sex on the fish-like genitals of these aquatic creatures, not only onto the women but also the men, McAllister's brothers added, in tears, visibly grateful to find his brother alive.
Wait! So his brothers are like, oh man, the things those mermaids made him do?
Yeah.
I can't. Yeah. The brothers are in on it too? The brothers believe this? That he gave oral pleasure to mermaids?
I mean, we don't know at this point. McAllister, who's believed
anything could be possible,
ingurgitated some form of toxins such as lead or mercury found in dangerous quantities in certain varieties of mussels he has possibly consumed, is still under psychiatric evaluation. Although Mr. McAllister does not present abnormal injuries and inflammation to the genital and anal area, it is highly unlikely he was sexually exploited or sodomized by living sea creatures, and these are possibly self-inflicted, explained the medical experts.
Time out. Go back to the beginning of this paragraph. What do they say? He has injuries to his genitals and anus?
No, he does not present abnormal injuries and inflammation to the genital or anal
Gotcha.
area.
So there's no evidence that mermaids got it on with him.
Correct.
Okay.
And
all right, I just want to make that clear. I thought you were saying like, yes, he was penetrated. I was like, Crendor?
Although McAllister's mental state is presently unstable, doctors believe he should heal completely in the weeks to come after his body has expurgated the dangerous levels of toxins he's been exposed to. All right.
I can't.
There's one comment on this article.
Okay.
From Tony with an I. Toni. And Tony says he's not lying. They usually killed their victims. He's lucky to be alive. This is the exact sentence. He's lucky to be alive, dude. Just the letter B, by the way. I want to know what Tony's gone through, or what Tony knows that we don't. I've seen mermaids. I've seen mermaids kill, man. like praying mantises.
I can't even begin to tell you how funny that is. Oh my god. I love how it literally just says he's not lying. They usually kill their victims. He's lucky to be as in just a bee alive.
Yeah. I wish I could like click on their thing and see what other things they've commented on, but you can't. That's it. That's all.
Tony only comments on mermaid-related incidents.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, they usually kill their victims. That is incredible.
Do mermaids kill their victims?
No, because they're not real. Because mermaids don't exist. No, they don't kill their victims. They're not real people.
Siren is mermaid Rin's revenge story, and she's far from the villain. The murderous allure of mermaids from Sci-Fi Wire. Oh yeah, these are just fake shows.
Yes, they're not. It's not a real thing. They don't exist.
Yeah. You never know, though.
Oh my god. Nope, you do know. You do know. There are no mermaids. Stop it. All right, Crendor, what is our big news story of the day?
Florida man claims wind blew bag of cocaine into his car.
I mean, it's hurricane season, so it's possible.
Florida man reportedly tried to blame a windy day for the bag of cocaine authorities found in his car. According to the affidavit, I still don't know how to say it. I've said it like 50 times. Yeah, that one. Joseph.
Affidavit. Affidavit sounds like the name of like a very nice Spanish man.
Affidavit.
Affidavit.
By the way, people loved my Popeye's chicken sandwich video review.
Did they? I'm glad. I'm glad people
They
did. You need to go and review more fast food.
They do. People were like, "Well, watch you review anything." I had the best like to dislike ratio on my channel I've had in years. Listen, I'll
really
eat
funny.
food if you want.
That's really funny. Yes, you should. You should definitely go and eat the things like go to Portillo's and get like a sausage thing. And,
review on Portillo's Italian beef. We'll see how this tastes. Tastes pretty good.
I would watch the hell out of that. Go to all the Chicago places and call it like Crendor's Meatball Adventure.
Crendor's Meatball Windy City Blast.
It's so windy, cocaine flew into my car.
I gotta try McCox and Crendor.
You do.
No doubt. Where I leave off? Joseph Zach of Port St. Lucie was pulled over last month after not stopping at a stop sign at Canal Tur and North 23rd Street. When the officer approached his car, the agency said that Zach was trying to hide an open can of Budweiser and was spotted making furtive movements, leaning over towards the center console as attempting to discard an item out of the passenger window.
How? Jesus. I can't ever figure out if you're gonna have drugs, at least try and store them in a way that you aren't, as the cop is approaching, trying to do stuff like, I gotta hide my beer and I gotta at least use your brain. Come on.
Yeah. He's just literally cruising down the street. He's got his can of Budweiser in the cup holder, like a bag of cocaine in the passenger seat buckled up.
He's like, I call her Snow White 'cause she's my girlfriend.
She ain't going anywhere except my nose.
Tonight we're gonna go on a date, you and me.
Authorities say a search of this vehicle revealed a crack pipe in the center console.
Of course it did.
And a clear baggie with a whitish residue, which tested positive for crack cocaine.
Wait a minute. So he already used it, is what you're saying. The bag was just there.
I guess he already used it.
So it had a residue, so the guy was flying. All right, well, all this makes sense now. He was like, I got to drink this beer to come down.
Zach reportedly told the officer that the baggie did not belong to him and that, quote, the wind must have placed it there.
As the wind does.
As the wind does.
If there's anyone I'm going to trust about whether they have drugs in their car, it's a guy drinking a Budweiser as he drives. I'll be like, yeah, this guy seems trustworthy.
Meanwhile, they arrest him, and then the wind smirks.
The wind does that shifty-eyed, like, dun, dun.
I knew it was the wind all along. He's arrested and charged with possession of paraphernalia, taken to the jail without incident.
Just, look, if you're going to do drugs, just do it at home. Why are you out driving? What are you doing? That's so dumb.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Then you're going to drink in the car too? Use your brain. All I'm saying is, drug addicts, use your brain. Don't be an idiot.
Yeah, come on. Just start braining it up.
Come on. Don't be dumb.
Let's see. Wait, what is this? Florida man makes himself a snack while robbing Taco Bell.
I would do that too.
Another
That's
one.
not a news story. That's just facts. That's if I robbed a Taco Bell, if I was in there, I'd be like, all right, quesarito it is. Let's do it.
I just picture someone rolling up in the drive-thru, excuse me, and he's like, yeah, what do you want? It's like, one chalupa and one Crunchwrap Supreme. And he
I'd
just,
make it
throws
for
it
them.
together.
I'd give them extra meat.
Yeah. And then he's like, here you go. And then they drive off, and then they leave a Yelp review, and they're like, love the employees at this location. Much better than normal.
I don't know who that young man was behind the counter, but he was lovely.
I didn't even think they were open. The lights were off.
with a single tear as he reads the review. He's like, they do care.
And then they let him run the cafeteria.
Yeah. He
Dang.
found his calling.
What a nice end to that.
Yeah, what a great story. All right. What is our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day.
Super news story of the day.
Super news story of the day. This one was actually sent to us by about 80 people.
Uh-oh. Wait,
on
what? How did I
Twitter.
miss this? Okay.
I don't know how you missed it because literally everybody was sending me, us this story. A Florida dog put a car into reverse and drove it in circles for nearly an hour.
Wait, what? Wait, time out. What?
Yep. There's a video of it. If you'd like to see.
I would very
you
much
are.
like. Wait, so a dog drove a car for hours?
Hours in a circle. In reverse.
Oh, all right. I missed the in a circle part. I was about to say that's. Wait, so it just moved, it went around it? Okay, so the dog wasn't driving. The dog just accidentally put it in reverse and the car moved.
Yeah,
Wait,
if you watch the thing,
no, he
it
had
shows
to have. How could he put his foot on the gas?
You can see the car. It's just going in reverse.
I'm watching it. I have so many questions. What?
Yeah, I don't know how he did it for hours. Yeah, how do you keep it going?
That's what I'm saying. How is it possible that he kept it going for so long?
There's got to be, let's see. Ann Sable's cul-de-sac in Port St. Lucie, Florida is fairly quiet. Well, it was until a dog hopped in its owner's running car, kicked it in reverse, drove in circles for an hour, and smashed a neighbor's mailbox before safely exiting the vehicle without so much as a scratch. But Sabole didn't know who was behind the wheel when she first spotted the car, whirling around the block like an inept student driver. At first I thought somebody backing up, but then they kept going, and then I'm like, okay, what are they doing? Who's driving that car? A black Labrador Retriever, either terribly frightened or joyfully free. like I was like, either terribly frightened or very happy and joyfully free. Then the cops came. Uh-oh. And then the fire department. Authorities watched from a distance as the driving dog did donuts. Finally, the vehicle hit a mailbox and some garbage cans, then slowed down. Port St. Lucie police opened the door, and Sabole watched as a large black lab retriever hopped out of the driver's seat. Okay,
but how did it keep it going?
Weird. What?
But how do they keep it going?
There's got to be. Let's see.
Like,
it turns out they gotta have this. It turns out the dog's owner, who has to remain anonymous, had left his car running in the street when the dog changed gears and didn't stop driving for almost an hour. Yeah,
but that's not how cars work. How did he put
the only thing
how did he drive it?
Is it did it have what's that, cruise control? Like, can you flip that on or something?
But why would you do that when you've parked?
I don't know. I don't know how he did it.
I have so many questions. How is this possible? This dog knew what he was doing. This dog was just like
the community escaped injury save for the mailbox, which the dog's owner promised to fix. As for the pup, it is impossible to know its thoughts behind the wheel. Did it jump at the chance for a joyride and a fleeting taste of freedom, or was this all a harrowing accident as the dog felt all control slip through its paws?
Don't do that to this dog.
Was impressed.
They
should give that thing a
dog.
license. That's man. Well, okay. I really need to. I want to know how that dog drove.
Right?
The car. Like,
how?
Because you'd have to sit on the gas, right? Like, you put your car in reverse, it doesn't just revert. Well,
that's what I'm saying. Cars. If you put cars in drive, they'll move forward a little bit, right? Mm-hmm. But if you put a car in reverse, does the car just go in reverse?
I guess it technically does.
Maybe.
Because you got to give it a little oomph to get it going, but it'll keep going.
But how did he give it the little oomph?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe this car is different. Maybe it just goes. It depends on the type of car.
Well, I guess I just don't know, because I always have my foot on the brake whenever I press reverse. Which, don't you have to put your foot on?
You put your foot. Okay. Car. You put your foot on the brake. You set it to reverse. Then you take your foot off the brake. It starts backing up. So I guess you don't have to.
Right, but then.
But then he would have to keep the wheel turned.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. There are levels to this that don't make sense, and I'm really curious as to how. It is definitely a fluke. It isn't like the dog planned this, but there's levels to this that I'm like, how did that dog do what he did? That dog is smarter than me, apparently.
That is, man. Today I learned dogs are smarter than us.
That's true.
Well, it depends on the dog, I guess. Some dogs.
Yeah, some dogs are idiots.
Then again, it depends on the person.
Oh my God, you're right. Some people are idiots.
Compared to Florida people, that dog's a genius.
I don't know. Today, Florida proved their love of Minshew means that they truly are smart, and they get it. Florida gets it.
Florida does get it, I guess. Oh my God, this was the other thing.
What?
So this ties into the Yule lads.
Oh my God, what?
Someone sent us the Yule cat.
What?
The Yule cat is a monster from Icelandic folklore, a huge and vicious cat said to lurk about the snowy countryside during Christmas time and eat people who have not received any new clothes to wear before Christmas Eve.
Wait, what a terrible curse to put on those less fortunate. Oh my God, it's terrifying. Wait, why would it eat people who don't have. How would it be able to tell new clothes? It's a cat.
Dude, cats can smell new clothes.
I've always said cats were assholes, but this just proves it. This cat's like, yeah, no new clothes, man. Eaten. Like, what a dick.
My God. You just search Yule Cat. There's so many good. Look at that one.
Oh my God, Yule Cat's so sassy and fat. Wow, look at him. He's just like, he definitely has a Catberg voice. Meow, I'm gonna eat you.
So this says the Yule Cat is a huge vicious cat who lurks about the snowy countryside and eats people who have not received any new clothes to wear before Christmas Eve. The Yule lads are the sons of Gryla and Lepaludi.
Right. So they own the Yule Cat or not?
The Yule Cat, it doesn't say if they own the Yule Cat.
Are they connected? I guess no one owns the Yule Cat. The Yule Cat does what the Yule Cat does. But are they related or connected to the Yule Cat in some way?
That's what I'd like to know. Let's see. Gobbles up on the... Families
like Spoon Licker's house. Is there a litter box or something?
Families in Iceland work together to ensure nobody will go to the Christmas cat. The terrifying Christmas cat is also referred to as the Yule Cat. The idea is that families gift each other new and warm clothes for the winter and make Yule Cat an offering of some warm weather gear. If not, he'll gobble you up like fishy treats.
Wait, but why would you need to give a cat clothes?
I don't know. It's like a sacrifice or something.
To a cat? To a cat?
I don't know. I guess.
What about the Yule lads?
It's not just a cat.
Do you think the cat takes it back to the Yule lads, and the Yule lads are like, no clothes for the winter?
That would make sense. I think that's...
Then why not just offer it up to your favorite Yule lad? Like, this one is for sausage lad. Right? Like, this one's for door slammer. Right? Why don't they do that?
Oh my God, that's a big-ass poem they got.
About the Yule Cat?
Okay, here's the whole poem. You all know the Yule Cat, and that cat was huge indeed. People didn't know where he came from or where he went. He opened his glaring eyes wide, the two of them glowing bright. It took a really brave man to look straight into them. His whiskers sharp as bristles, his back arched up high, and the claws of his hairy paws were a terrible sight. He gave a wave of his strong tail. He jumped and he clawed and he hissed, sometimes in the valley, sometimes by the shore. He roamed at large, hungry and evil, in the freezing Yule snow in every home. People shuddered his name. If one heard a pitiful meow, something evil would happen soon. Everyone knew he hunted men, but he didn't care for mice. he picked on the very poor that no new garments got, for Yule who toiled and lived in dire need. From them he took in one fell swoop their whole Yule dinner, always eating it himself if he possibly could.
What a dick! This cat sucks.
I mean, that sounds like a cat. Hence, it was the women at their spinning wheels sat, spinning a colorful thread for a frock or a little sock. Because you mustn't let the cat get a hold of the children. They had to go something new to wear from the grown-ups each year. When the lights came on Yule's Eve and the cat peered in, the little children stood rosy and proud, all dressed in their new clothes. Some had gotten an apron, some had gotten shoes, or something that was needed. That's all it took. For all who got something new to wear stayed out of that pussycat's grasp even. He then gave an awful hiss, but went on his way. Whether he still exists, I do not know, but his visit would be in vain if next time everybody got something new to wear. Now you might be thinking of helping, where help is needed most. Perhaps you'll find some children that have nothing at all. Perhaps searching for those that live in a lightless world will give you a happy day and a merry, merry Yule.
Wait, whoa. So the moral is give to those who are less fortunate is what the moral is.
Yeah.
But the implication isn't like do it because it's the right thing to do. The implication is if you don't, a cat will eat them. If you don't take care of these homeless kids, a cat's gonna eat them. That's the story. That's the takeaway. That's crazy. Iceland is out of control. I've never heard of anything like this. This is like, that'd be like if the Santas who ring the bells for Salvation Army, if instead of
Oh,
that,
yeah.
it was a guy with a pamphlet who was like, "Save the children or the cat will get them. Save the children." That's what that is. Same thing, same outcome, different strategy. This one's
my
like,
God.
if you don't take care of those kids, a cat's gonna eat them.
There's a guy in the comments that is insane.
What?
He's like, this isn't a legend. It's an allegory of how cats actually destroy the lives of children and adults. The cat shat brain hijacking parasite called Toxoplasma gondii, which becomes a permanent parasite in your brain, causes stillbirths, miscarriages, and other neonatal congenital illnesses. And then he goes on to write like a 15-paragraph thing.
Here's the thing. I believe it. I'm with this guy. I think it's definitely a lot of the cat owners I know I think have brain problems. So
And someone's like, I heard the only defense is a tinfoil hat. And someone's like, right, standard reply of the willfully ignorant and intellectually lazy.
oh damn. Oh man, the internet's
Oh my God.
crazy.
I love the internet.
Crazy people.
It was just like that guy in the comments the last time where he's just like, you think mermaids aren't real? You never had sex with one before then.
Yeah, I have a feeling that most of the world's population on some level would have some weird brain parasite then. If that was the case. I don't know.
I would have a brain parasite right now.
The science is still out on that.
Well,
You may.
ah, shit, I might.
Oh, God. All right, Crendor, what is our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day. Big news story of the day. It's the big news story. It's the big news story. It's the big news story of the day.
Did you find one?
Yes. Florida man demands bank teller give him less money during alleged robbery.
Okay, I'm in. Let's figure this out.
Let's see. A Florida man who allegedly robbed a bank while donning a Make America Great Again shirt apparently received far more money than he demanded and told the teller to give him a smaller amount of cash. Sandy
At least he's honest. Bless him.
Sandy
Bless him.
Hawkins, 73, was arrested Tuesday following the robbery that unfolded at Wells Fargo
Oh,
Bank.
that's because he's 73. He's like a different type of villain. He's like, back in my day, we the villains had class. He's one of the guys who tried to stop the Joker. It makes sense now.
He demanded $1,100 and the teller counted out $2,000 and $100 bills. But Hawkins, according to a probable cause affidavit obtained by the news outlet, told him it was too much and again demanded $1,100. The teller then slid $1,100 through the window and Hawkins took it and left. So she gave him $2,000 and he's like, hold on, that's too much.
I wonder if I think it's either two things. One, he's like, you know how in the movies there's always that one criminal who's like, I only rob what I can't afford. And so maybe he had to pay for bills or something, and he was like, I only need $1,100. I don't want to steal more than I need to from the bank, right? That's his justification. Or there's some legal thing where if it's $1,100 and under, it's not considered as big of a crime.
Interesting. So apparently he is discovered after the manager at a nearby sports bar he frequented identified him when Palm Beach County.
Wait, so he went to go drink? He went to go spend his $1,100 on booze?
Well, when the deputies showed up to his home on Tuesday, he confessed and told them, I'll make this easy. He apparently handed them a bank deposit slip that read, give me $1,100 now, no alarms, hope to get caught.
What?
Yeah, he handed them a bank deposit slip that read, give me $1,100 now, no alarms, hope to get caught.
Why? Wait, what?
Hawkins' old landlord, Scott Vale, described a 73-year-old man to the Palm Beach Post as an affable kind of person who probably reached some kind of breaking point when his wife died in 2013.
Oh, shit. So you think this guy was like, send me to prison. They'll take care of me there.
Maybe, I don't know.
Whoa, fascinating.
Maybe he's like, Or maybe he's like losing money, or like he lost his money or something. Maybe like his wife died and he like.
Well, he said I want to get caught.
That's the thing. Maybe
right?
like he gambled a bunch of money away, or like spent it all on like booze or something.
Oh, you're giving him like a seedy side story. I just thought maybe he wants to get caught so he can get like 3 square meals a day and
That's
medicine.
what I mean. Maybe
in
he's like
prison.
running out of money. He's just like, screw it. I'll go to prison. I don't care.
I figure when you're 73, prison is just like a nursing home.
Yeah, you know.
Right? I feel like it's the exact same thing, except they by state
shit.
law have
Someone
to take care
said
of you. in certain
1,500
ways.
starts a grand larceny charge. He just needed a winter home, so he made sure not to take.
Yes, I was right. Oh, I knew it. That's why he was like, I don't want 2,000. I want 1,100, and so he can go to prison and he'll get a lesser sentence, so he can be there for 6 months or whatever.
Yeah.
And he can have a home and just sneaky old man.
Damn, dude, this guy's playing chess while we're playing checkers over here. Wow.
He's taking kings while we're still fighting pawns.
Man, that's honestly, I like this
I'm
Florida
impressed.
man.
I'm impressed with this
Yeah,
guy.
this is a
Yeah,
solid
Florida man figured it
Way
out.
better than Newport Richie's over there. It's going crazy still.
Newport Richie's like, give me $1,100. Like, sir, we'll give you $2,000. He's like, no. I only need $1,100 because around that KFC is some golden tickets, and I'm gonna get 11 tickets for me and my friends to heaven. So shut up and give me that money.
To buy a McDappleberry. There's no doubt about it.
I'm gonna go buy a McDappleberry and take it to my man Minshew because we winning some games, baby. Oh, Newport Richie, you fool.
That's the news.
Okay, Crendor, what is our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day. Wait, Florida man charged for sexually assaulting stuffed Olaf from Frozen toy. We covered this story.
We did. We got that one. We were ahead of the game.
But why is it from yesterday? Are they reusing news?
What? Wait, what?
Or is this like he went to
Another-
court or something?
Another person?
There's no way another man used an Olaf sexually.
In Florida?
There's no way.
All right. All right. What is this story?
Okay, here we go. A Florida prosecutor yesterday filed a misdemeanor criminal count against the 20-year-old man arrested last month for allegedly engaging in sexual
Okay.
conduct with a pair
It's
of
an
large
update.
stuffed toys. Yeah, at Target. A misdemeanor information charges Cody Christopher Meter with criminal mischief in connection with October 22nd incident in a Target about 10 miles from his St. Petersburg residence. The December 5th information accuses Meter, seen at right, of willfully and maliciously damaging Target goods by ejaculating on the merchandise. The court-
Ew, why do they have to say, I like before just saying maliciously damaging the goods, fine. But then they're like, by ejaculating on the merchandise.
by jizzing on Olaf.
Oh, gross.
Damage said property being $200 or less. I'd hope so. That's an expensive Olaf otherwise. Court records don't list the date. He remains free on a $150 bond. According to police report, he arrived at Target around 2 p.m. and approached a display featuring characters from Disney Frozen. He then selected a large Olaf stuffed animal, placed it on the floor, and proceeded to dry hump the cinematic snowman until he ejaculated on the merchandise. These are quotes. Upon returning the soiled stuffed animal back to the rack, the Meter entered a toy department, and the cops said he selected a large unicorn and began to hump that one. After being detained, Meter reportedly admitted to doing stupid stuff and admitted that he, quote, nutted on Olaf.
I can't.
It's even funnier the second time.
So dumb. It's so dumb. Why are people like this?
I don't know. What goes wrong in a life?
I don't. Sometimes I really wonder.
Let's see. And that's, I mean, there's got to be another thing. There's got to be one more story here. Let's say. Florida man. Wait. Wife won't like Florida man's excuse for speeding. Okay. Why not?
All right, we're in. Go on.
Florida man caught driving recklessly told police he needed to get home in a hurry because he was cheating on his wife. That's according to an arrest affidavit. I still know how to say it. John Earl Picard, 52, was driving 90.
Captain Picard. Oh,
yeah,
no.
Captain Picard was driving 90 in a 55. And in addition, Picard spontaneously admitted to paying $50 for crack cocaine found in a baggie in his T-shirt. I
feel like this guy's got a lot more problems than just cheating on his wife.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go on a limb and say, lady, you lucked out. Him getting arrested was the best thing that could have happened to you. Let me tell you.
Here's some quality comments. Dumbass forgot to stash the crack somewhere before being pulled over. Florida strikes again. If he had not cocaine, was cheating and speeding, he could have come up with a lame excuse his wife would have bought. Maybe 52 looks older than that.
That's a cocaine 52. That guy's been down some rough roads.
Winston Smith said, I bet you could make a real good country song from all this stuff. Have each verse be a different one of the news stories. Then the chorus would be, I know I got my problems, but hey, I'm a Florida man.
That's actually a great song. Somewhere out there, Kenny Chesney's like, all right.
I'm a Florida man.
Wait, so is there no end to this story? This guy gets pulled over. He's like, oh, my wife's going to catch me for cheating. How? I don't know. And then he gets arrested because there's crack in the front seat.
Yes. Yeah. That's pretty much what happened. He didn't. I don't even know if they look. He's just like, hey, listen, I'm cheating on my wife. I got crack. All right. What else you want?
What do you want from me? I've had a rough night. I got to drive home so she don't catch me. I got crack in this crack's for her. It's not for me. I'm bringing it because I got to make good with her. She's at the home waiting for this crack. I told her I was going to go get it. The dealer and I were sleeping together. Don't worry about it. It's nothing.
Yeah. So that's that's Florida news for the day.
All right. Well, Crendor, hit us with the news you can use. The big news story of the day.
Big news story of the day. Florida man found eaten by alligator actually died of meth overdose.
So he fell in. What? So he probably died of meth, fell in the I don't know, swamp, and then got eaten?
Well, let's see what it says. Florida officials say a man who was found partially eaten by an alligator in June actually died of a meth overdose. According to an autopsy report.
I love how they're like, back in June, it took us a while to figure this one out.
Was it that he got eaten, or was it the meth? It was the meth. The body of 45-year-old of the 45-year-old was found in a canal on private property in June, halfway between Tampa and Orlando. Ford's hand and foot were found inside the gator's stomach. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission trapped and killed the gator to perform the necropsy. What the shit? He didn't do nothing. He just ate a meth guy.
Yeah, like alligator was just living his life. If I was a gator and I saw a meth head, I'd eat his ass too. That's just like in National Geographic when you see the lion chase down the sickly gazelle. That's the same thing. That meth head over there, that's nature. He's like, I don't know where I am, man. Gator. That's how that works.
Medical examiner Stephen Nelson wrote in a report that Ford's injuries and amputations lacked the sufficient associated bleeding to suggest they were made.
Oh, so he was just dead.
Yeah. And then the gator just saw a dead meth head, and he's like, "Oh, I need something to eat."
Yeah, it's
like
no one's using this. It's just like, look, all those video game players out there, once you kill that guard, you gonna let him keep all that money and stuff on him? No. Gators are just like you. Gators are the video game players of the wild. They were like, well, that's just a body laying there. He's not, all that meat's going to waste. I think I'll take some.
That's its story. And
that's the story. That's all that happened.
That's the story.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Is there any weird news happening? What the shit? Camel, cow, donkey found wandering through Kansas cast in live nativity.
Wait, what? Camel, cow, donkey? 3 things, not one thing, right?
Yes, 3 things.
Okay,
camel,
I was worried. I was
cow,
like, what?
And a donkey that were found roaming together along a Kansas road have been booked to appear in a Christmas nativity scene. Wait, were they from the nativity scene or were they just chilling?
Yeah, wait, were they all together as friends? Or did someone see them and were like, put them in a nativity scene. They'll be stars.
All right, let's see. The trio will be celebrity guests Saturday during a holiday event.
How can you say everyone can be a celebrity now? There are no rules. This cow, dog, and camel, they're all celebrities. Wait, what was a camel doing in the middle of nowhere? What is happening?
I don't know. Sully the camel, Gus the donkey, and Rufus the cow made headlines last month when the Goddard police asked for help on a Facebook post locating the owners of the, quote, 3 friends traveling together towards a northern star.
Oh, this seems like fake viral marketing.
I don't know. Law enforcement later determined that they belonged to an employee of the wildlife park, but not before posting that if they couldn't find the owner, they wouldn't be, quote, halfway toward a live nativity this Christmas season. The holiday event, called Happy Hoofidays, is a first ever for the park, which normally closed from mid-November through mid-March. Goddard is 15 miles west of Wichita, and here is a picture of the crew.
It really is just a cow, a donkey. I feel like this. All right, look. Good on them for promoting their nativity scene, but also I feel like this is just a promotion. There's no way these 3 animals are just randomly rolling together unless this is a Disney film. There's no way. It's not happening.
Yeah. And there's like a 99% chance it's not a Disney movie, but the 1%.
Yeah, I'm really excited for what are their names? Gus and Slow Pete and Donkey Face? What are their names?
Sully the camel, Gus the donkey, and Rufus the cow.
Come on. This is a Disney film. This is a Disney film. And then they're like, we've got to get back for the nativity scene. Baby Jesus needs us. This is happening.
Yeah.
This is going to happen.
This has got to happen.
This is.
But would it be called Sully, Gus, and Rufus? Gus, Sully, and Rufus? Rufus, Sully, and Gus? Or another variation?
Oh, no. It would be called a very 4-legged Christmas.
Well, all right.
A very hairy Christmas. It'd be called Hairy Christmas is the name of the movie.
Yeah, but they're not like super hairy. They have like
short-haired Christmas. A camel for the new Lord. That's a weird title. That's a weird title.
A camel. A camel for the new Lord.
It sounds very dark. It's like that sounds like a South Park reveal, and it's like, it's Satan. He's here. Like that's super dark. A camel for our new Lord.
Like a Scientology book. I've never heard of a camel for the new Lord.
It's so weird.
Come in and we'll test you if you're good enough.
Tom Cruise is here. He'll test you. Oh,
so
boy.
That's that story.
All right, Crendor, what is our big news story of the day?
You're looking for a big news story of the day. I got your big news story there right here.
Okay.
Florida man admitted after inserting battery up his anus to boost energy. This can't be real. This can't be real.
I want to know where he heard that this is the thing you could do. Because I imagine drugs were involved. And someone was like, man, we're all just beings of energy. And he's like, you're right. I'm going to charge my anus.
No, this isn't real. It just said this is one of those websites where it said fake news.
All right, good.
It's not real. It's
good.
not real.
It sounds real though. That's the problem with Florida man. It could
that's
be
the
real.
problem. Oh, here we go. Arizona. Wait, this is another one. This is the same website. Arizona man arrested for storing stolen merchandise in his chin.
Like a seagull.
Yeah, like a seagull.
Like some sort of gull. Yeah. A pelican.
Let's see. There's got to be like a real one here. Hold on. How about Florida woman? Florida woman charged with using Christmas tree to attack boyfriend. Mary Hitness. Haha. A Florida mom repeatedly beat her boyfriend with an artificial Christmas tree after she flew into a rage because her beau turned the volume on the television too high while she was sleeping. Crystal
you know what?
Graham.
I get it. Girl did not have calm. If she had calm, she would be like, baby, could you please turn that down? And so she was like, I'll kill you. I get it.
Crystal Graham, 38, was busted and charged with domestic battery in connection with last Thursday's attack at her Clearwater home. Authorities who were called to the home around 6:53 a.m. forced their way inside and found Graham and her boyfriend in the midst of a brawl. Graham was arrested, and after she was read her rights, she admitted that the couple got into an argument over the TV volume being too loud. The woman told cops she, quote, squared up to the victim and was screaming in his face. That's when Graham says she took apart the faux tree and threw sections at her boyfriend, with whom she has been in a relationship for 8 years. The boyfriend
That is definitely an 8-year relationship thing. You're not doing that on year one. There's no way you're like,
yeah.
I'll take this tree and I'll kill you. That's an 8-year relationship right there.
Yeah, 1 year they're just like, I think we're going to get married one day.
Yeah, and then
8
year
years,
8,
you're like,
still not married. They're like, I'll kill you with this tree. That's a lesson to all the guys out there. If you're still dating after 8 years, you better do something about that. Now, she's ready. She's like, I'll kill him with a tree this year.
What if he was like, I turned up the volume because I wanted you to come down because I want you to marry me? And then she's like, oh my God.
I'll kill you with this tree.
But I will marry you. The boyfriend had scratches and abrasions on his face, neck, and stomach at the time of the... Well, yeah, like even putting together a Christmas tree to get that. At the time of the attack, Graham's children were present. What, they got an 8 and a 2-year-old?
Oh, my God. Well, that's, I mean... Merry Christmas, kids.
Well, glad I'm not a member of that family. Rockin' baby Jesus.
Rockin' baby Jesus. From all of us in the podcast, to all of you, have a merry rockin' baby Jesus.
Rockin' baby Jesus.
We failed. We should have made that song. You know what? We got a day. We can pull this off.
Yeah, we still got a day.
Rockin' baby Jesus. Yeah. I'm more disappointed the audience didn't make us for us. Where's the band of like 50-year-old guys who play rock at like a bar, a local bar? Why aren't they doing it for us?
They've had a year.
They had a whole year.
Entire year. It didn't happen.
Oh, well. That's just goes to show you.
Yep.
This
never trust anyone.
podcast, like this year, nothing happened.
That's very true. Yeah.
Oh, man. All right. Well, that's it for us. Thank you so much for listening or watching, however you're enjoying this. We'll see you guys next time. And as always,
God, thrown off.
To be continued.